Okay, we're live.
Okay.
Hey guys, sorry, we're late. We're old.
Yeah.
We're late.
John had to cram his mouth full of pizza rolls.
So far nobody's here.
Okay, well, no, someone knows now that you're cramming your face full of pizza holes, rolls, holes, whatever. You're cramming your face hole.
My face full of pizza holes. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Because I worked all day and we were busy as fuck, and I didn't get to eat. Oh, Levi.
What's up, Levi?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, ruptured aorta?
Yep. We're here. We were supposed to be here 15 minutes ago, but that didn't happen.
What did you
Piranha whale? I didn't do anything. Again? I didn't touch fucking anything. Hold on.
What's up, Piranha whale? What's up, Kamikaze Falcon? Midwest metal is it's damn good. I mean, Midwest metal's pretty damn sick. There's a lot of fucking good metal out there, though. Dude, what did you do? Sleep when you're dead. There's no need for sleep. I mean, eventually I'm going to crash out at some point, but not right now. Stay up with us. Let's talk about metal. Or, whatever comes to mind.
There. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening either.
I'm not going to touch any fucking buttons.
I feel like you're probably going to touch more buttons.
I don't know. I unplugged the camera and then plugged it back in.
What's up, Rome's? What's up, Funky Fooder? Funky Fooder? Hell yeah, Funky Fooder. What's going on, Rambling Headbanger? What's going on, Just Another Heavy Metal Maniac? Yeah, there we go. That's some pretty good sleep. Holy Mountain and the Sciences. I still can't quite, just sit through and listen to
Lucas Sloan.
Holy shit!
What
there
is going on, Lucas?
What's going on, Lucas? Yeah, eventually, we're probably going to get joined by Jeff. He is preparing his underground bunker / tarp to protect himself from the aliens and the CIA and whoever else is looking for him right now. Probably both of them. They're probably working in conjunction.
Yep, they're coming for him. I'm convinced.
Yeah, totally. Hey, what's up, Puss Rot? Oh, yeah, we just decided to go live. Why the hell not? We were awake. Oh, boy. Hold on here. I don't know if he's up for the job, man. That's pretty taxing.
I don't know if no,
we saw it, and it's not good. It's not good at all.
Nick and I kind of decided we weren't going to talk about it unless somebody brought it up, but I've seen it.
I'm open that you doing it again?
I didn't do anything.
Dude, maybe unplug your camera and plug it back in or something.
I did.
Oh. Is it a loose connection? Maybe jump in and jump back out, because I think now that I'm here.
Because I hosted the stream. So if I do it, it's going to kick you out.
Okay. Anyway, but we saw the video. I'm hoping it got him a wellness check and someone goes and picks him up, puts him on suicide watch. Honestly, that's it. It's better than the other outcome. I would say by a long shot. Well, I mean, we've just been doing the Thralls thing. That's pretty much it. You're frozen. Oh, there you are. Now you're moving now. All right. Well, hopefully that's all settled. But no, it's good to see you, Lucas. Hey, what's up, Lawrence Fine? Let's see. Yeah, dude, 100%. the dude needs like some serious help at this point. It's that was pretty harrowing to watch. Like you never want to see anyone in that state ever.
To be honest with you, it kind of fucked me up. I'm still reeling in from that.
Oh yeah, Pig Destroyer is awesome. I like their later material. Like I thought Book Burner and Head Cage were awesome. They're a little bit different.
Fucking crazy.
But dude, Prowler in the Yard, I mean that still might be like the GOAT right there. But yeah, I pretty much like, I would say pretty much all of Pig Destroyer stuff. Hold on one second. Oh, wait, nope. There we go. No, I fucking did it. There we go. I don't review a impressive black metal split that had a 50 CD limiter. Jesus, that is a limited release. Damn. Yeah. No. What's up, Rick? I maybe that whole video he did was a desperate cry for help. I really hope he gets the help he needs.
I really hope we don't wake up. Yeah, no, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's still the video up on one of our shorts and on Instagram of the collection. Oh, there he is. You got him? Going in from his underground bunker somewhere in New Mexico.
That's what you think.
What?
I could be in Nova Scotia.
Your
I
mic.
can hear your audio, bud.
Hold on. I got my other. Wait a minute. Can you hear me or can't you?
You're very muffled, like super quiet.
Now? Now?
A little bit more.
Better? No?
There we go. There you are.
There you are.
What happened? Oh, you know what? The other night I found something out that on StreamYard, I've done these streams sometimes where I've tried to play a sample of music from YouTube, and people really can't really hear it. And then when I go back and watch it, it's like, oh, that was kind of waste of. You can make out bits and pieces, but what happens is in StreamYard there's a thing called echo cancellation.
Oh.
And if you turn that echo cancellation off, you stream and it sounds like you're listening to it on YouTube. Not exact, but you get.
That might explain what happens when you play your guitar and then come back to talk.
Right. Yeah. Kind of the same thing. But the problem is if you switch off, because Dennis and I did that thing where we did 6 bands and like 11 albums. So, like forgotten metal gems. Not totally forgotten, but.
Hey, Noonan, can you send Levi a link?
Long story short, I ended up turning it off. But you got to turn it back on when you speak, because I noticed later in my stream, it wasn't picking up my voice very good because it wasn't right here. So I tend to talk with it being 3 or 4 feet away or 2 feet away. If you take off the echo,
can't hear your voice. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, you cocksucker! I got this to say to you, buddy.
James, we can't send you just a hand grenade. We're gonna send you John with the hand grenade duct tape to him. In a crate. We're gonna drill maybe 3 holes in it too.
We're not.
As a bonus feature, we'll just throw fucking Devin in for the hell of it. Who needs?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I mean, it's going to Australia, so they can pick up Devin on the way.
There you go.
Problem solved.
That's what I did.
Same crate though. You guys aren't getting separate crates. There's no way.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he put up a video that was not good. Like I said, it's been taken down, and so I can't even direct you to it. I probably wouldn't direct you to it, honestly.
Yeah, it's troubling. The dude is not well right now.
But it'll probably be in the metal tabloids tomorrow. Like enough
I'd
people.
be shocked if it doesn't make it to Blabbermouth in some way, shape, or form, or even if it's.
Metal Injection.
It might even already be
It was up there long enough. It was up there about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's plenty long.
For the comments, it was up there 5 hours. The first comment went out 5 hours.
Oh, was it that long ago?
Yeah, I tried to comment, and the comments were disabled.
Yeah, I still have it here. Like, I can go back and actually watch it for some reason. But you can't comment on it. I get out of it. The weird thing is, I'm wondering. Like, I didn't go searching around on it on that profile. There's more apparently, or there was another one apparently.
I didn't go
Earlier
look
in the
up the
day.
profile.
I didn't click on it. Nick sent me the link and I watched it and it fucked me up. And I fucking hope not. I hope that. Oh man, I hope he's okay.
Well, I don't think that video is evidence of him being okay. But
No, but I mean, like, I hope somebody got to him.
well,
Yeah,
I'm hoping Pete knew about it clearly from his wife, so hopefully he would reach out to his mom. But his mom is kind of wacky. I don't know if you've ever seen. She's actually shown up and done lives with people about him,
Oh boy.
and she's not playing with a full deck either. I don't think.
Yeah.
Not in the mental game, but I mean, look, we're all a little fucked up one way or another.
I mean, yes.
Actually, this is the first I've heard about this too.
It was just on for 3 hours, then YouTube took it down, and you'll probably hear about it tomorrow.
When I saw it,
Probably.
when I saw it, it was because somebody had mentioned it on Marty's chat for heavy metallurgy. I just popped in quick to see who they were talking about, and some dude came on. I've seen this name before, but I don't know if I've seen it in your stuff or mine or one of ours. But it's not somebody that's a regular. And he's like, so and so's on his YouTube channel. I'm like, wait, he has a YouTube channel? That was the first surprise.
Right. I didn't know.
Yeah.
There's not much there. It's only like 400 people that are subscribed to it. And then I pulled it up, and there's a gun as the thumbnail, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Then I started watching, and I'm like, fuck. Part of me was like, all right, maybe he's just hammered, but that's probably not a good thing because he sounded it.
No, the sniffles say something else too.
Yeah.
What's that?
The sniffles say something else too.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I
100%.
mean, the thing you got to realize about that guy is he's a career alcoholic. I mean, this isn't something new. This is 35, 40 years of this kind of stuff.
From what I've heard, because of his Asperger's, like he is very, like when he gets into something, he gets really into it, and that does not stop.
Right.
Substances.
But it was weird how he was talking about the place, the space, and it was a bizarre place to think about that kind of
it was an
thing.
abandoned bank.
An abandoned bank parking lot and the area in front of it. And then he starts off on the, kind of weird. What was very telling to me was he said, I've been thinking about this a lot. And then he goes, I don't know why. And then he goes, oh, wait, I do know why. And then he suddenly pivoted onto the Trump what do you call him? Democrat. He was doing the Democrat thing. And it's straight talking points right off of most message boards that are related to Trump or MAGA. It's right off. It's talking points right out of it.
He's not wound too tight to begin with. Like,
Right.
I mean, most of us saw the video of him fishing for rats.
Right. I mean, it was funny. It was funny, but it was kind of disturbing in a way.
It was. I mean, I was like, I mean, that's kind of, but like, you're like, dude, get him, collect him, talk to him.
Yes, right. Go get him.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to some comments here. Yeah, Brat's awesome. We've seen them multiple times.
Yes.
And that band's just sort of a head fuck, especially if you've never heard them before and you see them live, because all of a sudden Liz Selfish comes out, bubbly and bouncing around. They're playing like stadium techno music, like, come on, guys. And then it just immediately shifts with one riff into grindcore. It's
and they don't do that on the albums. It's
nope,
only
they don't do
live.
it. Well, they probably have to get the rights to the music.
Right,
So
but that's what I'm saying. Like on just the album, like you never guess what the live show is.
Jeff's having trouble in the
Damn,
bunker. Yeah, dude, I like Head Cage. Some people didn't like that one, but I thought it was an absolute beast of an album. First one with a bassist too. Way to go, Pig Destroyer. Let's see. What Self was right now for some reason is Between the Buried Me and let's see. And my current favorites are your statues, Cone Machine, and Monochrome. I mean, the whole. I mean, that most of that discography is fucking brilliant.
Yep. I'm a gigantic Between the Buried and Me fan, Lucas.
That's the one fan that's one of those bands I just haven't gotten into. I've tried and I just haven't really progressed very far. It's very odd. I don't know why.
Dude.
I'm kind of the same way too. Like I
love
got
them.
some of their stuff and I liked what I've heard. I just
What's up, man?
always skip past them for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like that Levi with Coroner, man. I've known about him for years. I had Mental Vortex for years. And then something made me go out and buy all the other stuff, except for Grin. I couldn't find that, but everybody says that's a bad one anyways. But
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's good for what they were trying.
But is it as good as any other?
Of course not. But I don't think it's bad.
I was kind of stunned. I'd forgotten how crazy good their riffs are. Man.
Oh,
Tommy's sick as a guitar
their
player.
lead play too. That dude's a hell of a guitarist.
Tommy T. Barron is the Eddie Van Halen of thrash.
He's pretty fucking killer. No doubt about that.
The lead work on Mental Vortex, especially, God, killer album.
That was believe it or not, that was either the first or second death metal album I ever bought, man. It was like way back, man. Like, when did that come out?
What, Mental Vortex?
What, Mental Vortex? That was 91.
91.
91, okay. Yeah, I think I got that right around the time. I remember getting that and Bloodbath's Resurrection Through Carnage. And I just kind of dipped in and started grabbing a bunch. Ulver's first album, Bergtot. It was all these sort of things I was dipping my hand into. Wintersorg, I grabbed one or two of theirs.
Oh yeah.
Never listened to it since. I don't think I listened to it back then. I don't think I've ever pulled it out.
I need to get the first Wintersorg album because that's brilliant.
I got a couple of Wintersorg albums. I think they're good. I just feel like I could just listen to Borknagar and get arguably better music. Debatably, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't think it's as interesting. Here.
This just showed up. Are you serious?
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Yo.
It's night. Well, I mean, it's midnight. It's early morning. I don't know.
It's day.
We're between
midnight Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I need to check out Gary.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah, you way better.
Yeah.
You get the windswept hair is something else.
It might have helped. I got the fan on low, but it's still warm in here. It might have helped if I
on that
wouldn't have-
sexual energy, bud.
That's exactly what it is. Just tons of sexual energy. But I laid the pillow on top of it, and then I put my leg on top of the pillow, so it was like completely muffling the mic.
I was gonna say no, whoa, easy there.
We're getting ASMR from
You trying to get like Barry White on us?
Baby.
No,
Or how about this?
Quite there yet.
Creepy.
We just lost 5 viewers, Jeff. Stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw
I
that.
showed that, but since then I got Purgatory Afterglow in.
Oh hell yeah!
The
reissue.
Yeah, because Swano's supposed to be coming on. I saw he was on your thing a couple years ago.
A couple years back, yeah, and he told me that this arrangement he's got going on with Century Media was primarily to reissue eventually his Moon Tower album and the stuff.
I think he's doing everything. We'll find out when I have him on. I think I'll have him on next first week or second week of August. We're trying to.
Oh hell yeah! I'll try and tune into that.
I still got your John Bush interview. I just haven't had time. John Bush is one of my favorite metal vocalists ever.
That guy is so fucking cool, dude. I
believe it.
We were talking before.
Always just gonna scream cool dude.
Yeah, we were talking before we went live, and he.
Oh shit!
He said, "What's that?
What's up?"
Oh, Dallas married Andrea. I just saw.
Oh, hey, awesome. Dallas Toller Wade.
Totally, yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Bush. Before we went live, it was funny. We were talking a little bit, and I made a joke about baldness, but it was a nice joke. It wasn't mean or anything. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking jealous of you, man. Look at all that hair. You're only 2 years younger than me. You've got all that hair. I'm like, dude, I got to be honest with you. I woke up today and I don't know what the fuck I was doing in the middle of the night, but the whole back of my head was like a fucking, like a Rasta. It looked like that thing on Max's head for all that time.
They trimmed it off and planted it in the yard so they can grow another Max.
That one, yeah. It looked like a tree of some sort. But
The biggest dread in the world.
I mean, I literally had to get in.
Collapsed on stage recently.
He got rid of that a while ago, wasn't it? Though.
Yeah, he got rid of that.
That was a few years back.
Yeah, dude. Because Gloria made the big post of her holding it. She chopped it off.
How could you fucking sleep on that? He had to have laid it off to the side or something. There's no way you could sleep with that thing.
Dude, that was like three beaver tails laminated.
Yeah,
together.
It was like a fucking like a wasp nest.
Like that.
It's like
I don't know how else to compare it. My comparisons are pretty good though. I think that's.
I got in the shower and I had to take my brush and run cream rinse through my hair just to get it undone. I've never had that happen before. I don't know.
Hell, it was about the size of Sandy Cheek's tail.
Yeah.
3 beaver tails laminated together.
3 beaver tails.
That's possible. We have the technology. Favorite death? I mean, mine's still leprosy.
Symbolic.
Now hit some of your questions. I don't want to.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, you can answer them too. What's your favorite death album, Jeff?
What's my favorite death album?
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. Go watch my deep dive. Weren't you on that? You weren't on that one, were you?
It's definitely Scream Bloody Gore, isn't it?
No.
Go watch our discography ranking.
It's human.
No, I know.
Or my discography ranking.
I like them all, though. I mean, it's hard
Oh, yeah.
to not like all their albums, but I typically go for the more proggy shit a little bit more than I do the early death metal.
For
I like
me,
those.
it's Leprosy and Spiritual Healing, like those two albums are so damn good.
They're
Symbolic
great.
and leprosy for me.
He saw you do it.
Yes.
The guy, just another heavy metal guy. You should check out my interview with John. Then we talked some about Armored Saint, but we talked mostly about just his life and writing songs and writing lyrics and melodies and stuff. And then, we were only supposed to talk for 25 minutes. We ended up going for like 49, and John just could have kept talking, man. I'm like, I got to get you out of here, man. But they were cool with it. But
dude, well, I got to talk about my interaction with Knox from Enforced. Super nice dude.
Yep.
Dude's great. I ran into him in Philly when we were in Philly for the Decibel Fest. Yeah, I just like, what's up, Knox? He's like, hey, dude, what's up? And like, we just like hit it off. I mean, we had beers in us for damn sure. But yeah, we were just shooting the shit, and I was like, all right, I got to get back inside to go check out another band. And we were still talking because I asked him about like some stories on the road and shit like that.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you just go ahead, man. We ran into him at the show in Cleveland. He was like, all right, I just gotta say, I feel like it's kind of awkward. Like I should apologize because I feel like when I ran into you in Philly, like I was taking your time and I wouldn't shut up, and you were trying to go see a band. I was like, don't fucking worry about that.
Like, no, dude, what?
It was just cool running into you, man.
Who was it again? Knox from what?
Knox from Enforced Frontman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We've
been friends with those Enforced dudes for a while, and it's always a pleasure seeing them.
Oh, those they always bring it. Like I have never seen a bad live performance from that band, and B, they're just super fucking nice dudes.
Yep.
And yeah, Knox is fucking hilarious. But they have a new EP coming out. They played a new song, and
ass.
Oh, dude. According to Knox, it was his favorite song. It was like, this is my new favorite song. I love it so much because it just hits. It's a little bit groovier, too.
Take the thing down.
Oh, I was going to say, well, I mean, that's a hot take. De-Christianized is a killer album, but Legion.
Oh, well, you were answering that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just didn't get to it because I wanted to tell a story.
Self-titled.
Dude, it's like 1A and 1B. Like, I mean, yeah. Whoa, what's this one? Oh,
Enter Redemption.
Stench Redemption's a really, really good album. But I mean, De-Christianize is a banger. Like that's the best in my opinion, as far as Vital Remains. Let's see. Check out Mortal Wound, Anus of the World.
I saw that.
I want to say one of our subscribers is actually sending me a copy of that because I didn't get around to get it.
He's sending you
Somehow
his
I missed an album title like that. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's pretty. The artwork's pretty fucking gross.
I mean, I figured that would have been like Toledo's new fucking moniker, but
It's
apparently
Well, I mean, hell, if you want the anus of the world, ask John about Shred's ass.
no, I won't.
Nah, we don't want to know about that. We
no.
heard enough about that years ago.
Let's see. Recommendations for true black metal with at least decent production. Longtime metal fan, never got into
Shooter, Ergahol.
Armageddon. Like I like my black metal riffy,
Yeah. me
and
too.
Armageddon is incredibly riffy. In fact, hold on, I'm gonna.
If there are two black metal albums with decent production, Shooters, Desert Northern Hell, Ergahol, Iconoclast.
Armageddon, Only True Believers. I believe they're Swedish black metal too, but yeah, riffs win in my opinion, always.
Or hell, even Samael Worship Him.
Yeah, actually, dude, Ceremony of Opposites too. Very groove laden. Actually, I saw people bitching about like it's too slow for black metal. I was like, dude, stop it.
Yeah. There's plenty of speed.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
it. I don't know him that well. I've only just started to sort of dip my toe in the last 2 or 3 years. It's not a band I've fallen crazily in love with, but I do like what I've listened to, the early stuff.
Their
The early
last
stuff's awesome.
their last
Sodium.
three have been really good, but if you ask me the essential Rotting Christ album, Triarchy of the Lost Lovers.
Yeah, that one's great. And
Oh,
I was a bit surprised. I thought it would be more black metal-y, but it's pretty gothy and fairly clean. I it wasn't like
But man,
Super
those
scary.
riffs, they're
great.
Like,
I
and
like
I
it.
think it was one with the Forest, one of the best riffs of the '90s.
He's got a cool
That's
voice
fine.
too. It works with
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the material a lot.
Totally. What's his damn name?
Sakis Tolis,
There it is.
and his brother is a hell of a drummer.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky, what's up? You were
What's up,
in
Sean?
my
What's
shirt
up,
last
Sean?
night.
Oh shit! I haven't heard the new Esquila Ryan song. I
didn't know
heard
there
a
was.
single they put out a while ago,
Yeah.
but I didn't know they had clean singing on the new one. Man, I don't know. I can't even really process that because that last album, Memory Palace, was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I got to check that out.
I was waiting for this one to show up. What, Jericho only wore Danhausen makeup once? Come on, man.
Who's that about?
Who, Chris Jericho?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know. You got the longer hair. It might be you.
Might be me, huh?
You might be Chris Jericho
No.
without makeup.
Chris Jericho, pro wrestling
I don't
legend.
think Jericho has a beard and mustache, though, does he? Or does he?
Yeah, he does.
Occasionally.
Or at least he does
Does
occasionally.
he? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Jericho,
another
pro
band
wrestling legend and frontman for Fozzy.
That's a band I've never ever listened to, not once. It's just never.
Fozzy?
Nah.
I've listened to a
Their
couple
album,
tracks.
All That
like-
Remains, is pretty good.
I mean,
You know,
Jericho kind of sounds like a young Ozzy when he sings.
here's
I like
one I was introduced today by a buddy of mine that I know I've heard this name before, but I never had heard of the album. Pharmacon. Joe Floyd, the dude that was with Ozzy, and it sounds like a fucking Sabbathy. I don't know the name of the album. It's yellow and goldish looking. The dude sounds like Chris Cornell, like almost to a fault. The singer. I think it's called Pharmacon.
Pharmacon. I have to check that out then. I thought that sounded familiar, but I was thinking of
His voice is fucking killer, man. But like I said, it's almost like he's two on it. You know. Let's see.
get out of the death ones. What's up, Rock Movies with Tyler? What's up, Dakota Boswick?
Just another. Is that you? No, C4 Gam one.
Which one? This one?
Oh yeah. I actually think I might go. That is actually only. I found out about it like a couple days ago, and the tickets were way cheaper than I thought they were going to be. Like,
How much are they?
I was shocked. It was only 60, like total. It was
Yeah.
$69 for fifth or sixth row, right by the stage, up off the floor.
Oh, they ain't
In
shit.
Santan
Yeah.
Arena. Yeah.
I think they're doing Jacobs Pavilion in Cleveland.
Hmm.
I'm not a huge
Earth-
Lamb guy.
I don't think they're doing the Cincinnati show.
They're doing
If
something
they
in
would,
Detroit, I thought.
Are they?
if,
I mean,
if that tour,
Jacobs Pavilion might not be
was
bad.
coming, if that tour was coming to Cincinnati, I would go because when I saw Mastodon last year, they kicked ass.
Oh, Mastodon's always killer live. I've never seen a
Then
bad.
again, Gojira kicked ass too when
Yeah.
I saw them too.
I'm not a
Um,
massive Lamb fan though, so I don't know how. I've seen them before. I saw them with Megadeth on the Gigantour, the first one I think, or second one.
Mhm.
One of those
Second
two.
one, yeah.
Maybe second one with Opeth. And,
Overkill, arch enemy.
yeah, I saw that one down in Jersey, and yeah, they were good, but
I'm not a fan of the recent material. Like, but Ashes of the Wake, fucking love that album.
Mhm.
is that what they're doing? That
Yep.
album? Okay.
And then, yeah, Mastodon doing all of Leviathan.
Mhm.
Oh, they're
which-
doing just that. They're not doing.
Well, I
any
mean,
other
they probably like, I mean, you know, those are both like what 40-minute albums, so there'll
Right.
probably be some additional
Roughly.
songs after that. But it's like those albums in their entirety, and those two albums I think are two of their strong for both
Mhm.
bands, like some of their strongest material. Like Leviathan, dear God, I love that album.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I adore
still
that
out.
album.
Let's see if they've done any shows yet. Here, I did it start already?
I
Wow.
think that date's
I think
in
so.
August.
Starts July 27th.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. No, it started.
It had to have started recently because there's a video of
started July.
doing.
They did a secret show at the Star Bar in Atlanta, Georgia, on the 16th. Wow, that's kind of cool. And then the first big one was at Grand Prairie, Texas, and they did. Yeah, they do
And-
3 other songs as an encore that are, not my favorite songs either.
What? Which ones?
They're doing More Than I Could Chew.
Oh, dude, I love
that
that song, dude.
Circle of Fire Squatch, I like that song.
Yeah.
Steam Breather.
Oh, I love that song too.
I
Well,
love that song.
I hate to say it, I really ever since I didn't pick up the last one, Hushed and Grim. I need to do that. I just didn't. And then I
Oh.
didn't get what was the one before that? Was that the Emperor of Sand?
Yeah.
I didn't
I'm not counting that EP in between.
love that album, Emperor of Sand. I thought it was okay.
I like that album. The one that I mean, I don't hate it. I like all of their albums, but Once Around the Sun, I think is still kind of the weak link.
Yeah, I like
Even
that
though it's
album.
still
It's a little
good,
more
yeah.
poppy than everything else, but I like that.
I mean, they'll always have riffs. Like, dude, the High Road, dude, that riff, that main riff that drives that song.
Yeah.
Chimes at
Chimes
midnight.
at Midnight. Chimes at Midnight.
Oh, Chimes at Midnight rules. It's one of the best
Yeah.
songs on there.
That song is
And
one of the best
Diamond in the
songs
Witch
ever.
House.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Niles going out with who?
No,
6
no
feet
one
under.
important.
6
No,
feet under.
Suffo's Morbid Angel. That's right.
Yeah, it seems like the Metal Archives video has gotten a lot of attention. I've only gotten a couple of extra salty buttholes commenting.
I haven't checked the comments all
One of
day.
which
Well,
was the moderator. Was a
Well,
mod.
there was a moderator that commented with an attempt at clarity, but it came off a little dickish. So I posted it to the top so everyone could see it and comment. And, well, dude's kind of getting ratioed.
Yep.
So, yeah. Hey, what's up, John Hines? Oh, dude, there you go. That was a good recommendation right there. Craft Fuck the Universe.
Wait, Kraft, the band Kraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig them.
Oh, dude, that album in particular.
They kind of remind me a little bit more of a more black metal or extreme version of Tribulation in a weird way. They do some weird shit with guitar riffs but it's been a while since I've listened to them. But did you see Mr. Arkham is in the
I did.
chat?
Yeah, I saw him.
Where did I miss him?
Pretty
Well,
recent.
it's 12 o'clock at night. He's probably doing his midnight shit right now.
Oh, what's going on, man?
Sitting on the throne, listening to Thralls and
That's the
Yeah,
best
that's
place to
true.
listen to us.
Terrible. I mean, I could take a shit to our material though. I could.
I'm sure you have.
I have.
Probably have. Like
And
God,
man,
I edited.
And man,
that.
I tell you guys earlier, like a couple months ago, when I saw that Opeth announced their North American tour, and I saw no Cincinnati date, I'm like, damn it! I want to see Opeth so bad.
They're amazing live. And from what I gather, I mean, from what Jeff was telling me, their set list for this tour is it's looking pretty good.
It's all old stuff for the most part.
Oh.
Pretty much.
The closest place is Cleveland, and I am not going for.
And my brother-in-law's going to that one. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to go.
I have
There's a lot of other shows.
I have tickets for
where?
New York, Brooklyn with Surge, and then solo for DC but I got 7th row for DC. That's pretty cool. 7th row center, which is pretty badass.
And Jeff too. This
Pretty
coming
late.
Wednesday. I'm saying this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be going to Cincinnati to see Exciter, Midnight Wraith, and Hellwitch.
Nice.
That's going to be a fun show.
Be a good show.
And I'm going to get to hang out with Exciter before the show and finally meet my buddy Daniel DK from Exciter. So I can tell he and I are going to hit it off immediately.
Get really drunk, like irresponsibly drunk. You should do
Not
that.
happening.
He likes to drink, so look out.
Not a snowball's chance in hell.
You say that now,
I got 2 molded,
I'm
and
not.
then he hands you a shot of whiskey.
2 molded
Yeah.
horrendous on Friday
happening.
night. in
I
London.
don't get that tour.
Wait a minute.
1600, yeah. 1600 is
That's
touring.
it,
with,
1600.
No, not that one. Not that. I saw another comment. Are they?
oh, what? Putrid Pile? I love Putrid Pile. I only have one
No,
of their
not
albums.
Putrid Pile. It
Which
was
one?
Something else. About there's no Opeth Columbus show. Tease me.
I mean, you can hit every city in Ohio because there's a lot of them.
So
Hey,
far,
do you remember,
south.
Nick, do you remember Ancients? Speaking of Opeth, you know Ancients?
Ancients, the one with 2 eyes in it? Yeah, I've seen them play here in Toledo. They played
So
Frankie.
their new album's coming out August 24th, I think, or 26th.
Same
love
week
this
as
shit.
Nile.
They're coming on next week.
Oh,
Kenny.
badass.
Cool.
And then this is, man, I don't know if I should say this.
Uh-oh. What are you doing, Jeff?
Wow, there's a French band that I really dig, a black metal
Oh.
band.
Oh, I never mind. I know he's
that
from.
might
You know who I'm
be-
talking about?
Well, it's
Me?
between two. It's between two.
Well,
But I'm gonna take a guess. Death
It's
Spell
good.
Omega.
no, it's not. It's Cthulhu based. But
Blue
their new
Lost
album,
Sword.
Season of Mist just got the masters for their new album, and they haven't put an album out since 19 or 20, I think it was. 19, I think. I better not say out loud.
Okay, well, never mind.
Okay.
Well, my guess was Alsace, but
No, it's
My guesses were Death Spell or Blue Lost Sword, but
don't. I don't think any of you guys
Then
know
is-
this.
I'm sorry, I'm going to screw up your name.
Don't say it out loud.
I already attempted it.
I'm not.
no.
Sure. I'm
His
not.
name.
It's in the private chat. I don't know if. Does any of you guys know that band?
Which one?
It's in the private chat.
In the private chat?
the old great ones.
Oh, yes. Holy
John-
shit.
John guessed it. Yeah. No release date yet, but probably early 25. I'm hearing.
God, when was that last album?
Cosmicism. I swear it was 19. If
Don't
it wasn't. It was early 20.
remember the album there.
Early 20 at the earliest. I think it was late 19. Seem to recall listening to that right around the time I started getting really sick.
Come on. Yeah, I think it was 2019.
Is it 19?
Yep, 2019.
That's what I thought. And it was like May or June. It was like over the summer because I remember listening to it in the fall and I was like pretty stunned. Now I have,
You would love that band, John. You would
yeah.
adore that band. The band that's in the private chat that we're not saying.
Oh,
They're kind of, well, they already guessed it.
Oh,
John Hines guessed it in Mindful. I listen, before anybody goes crazy here, all I know is that Season of Mist has the masters for it. I don't know when it's coming out. Probably not until early 25, but
I don't see a band in the private chat.
there should be a tab that says private chat, and then there's a note from Jeff.
Okay.
up in the corner.
Yeah, like
the-
upper right corner.
And then
The one,
three
the
of
one
words.
that the one that says "You get me hard" is from Nick.
Yeah, that's definitely Jeff. That's the name of the French
Not
band.
me. No,
That's the name of the French band.
I'm old. I can't do that anymore.
Way to go, man! Yeah, dude. Again, that video kind of took off. Like I said, it seems to only irritate a handful of people. But can you believe Rush is on there? I'm surprised you didn't dance a jig.
I'm gonna make a suggestion for anybody thinking about buying Morbid Angel tickets. You might want to hold off a little bit.
Hold off a bit.
Just hold off a little bit. There seems to be some craziness going on in Morbid Angel camp. Just I'd wait until you get to like October or
Yeah.
late September. I wouldn't be grabbing
Gotta
tickets
grind.
now because I'm just not so sure that thing's gonna go off. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Oh,
after
hold on here.
tonight, you never know. But I mean, it is only July. But
So Black Valley Studios, Comatose is a pretty solid distro. Yeah, I'm holding off. I mean, it's that tour doesn't hit us until December.
yeah, same here.
So
Like second or third for me.
if they get Trey straightened out, rehab, whatever it is, something, maybe he'll be able to tour. I don't know. I mean,
Well, he didn't finish the last one. I think there was 2 or 3 dates that he.
he fell off the stage.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fell off the stage twice. The New
Yeah,
York.
they claimed it was a back injury. There was no fucking back injury there. That dude, that was all substances.
Oh no, they claimed dehydration. It's like, well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't drink water and drink booze instead.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. The Worm tour just got announced. That's a weird one, kind of. Gate Creeper, Frozen Soul.
And
Yeah,
Worm, yeah.
we found out about that one talking to Chad from Frozen Soul. He's like, yes, says we're done wrapping up this tour because they're with Creeping Death and Force and Gates to Hell. We are going right back on the road with Gate Creepers. Like, Jesus.
Road
But,
They don't
warriors,
waste any
man.
time.
No, they don't. It's like, no, it's strike while the iron's hot, get out there. And plus, I mean, dude, they love touring and hanging out. Like, Chad's such a nice dude. He's a mountain of a man. He's intimidating as hell, but
He's a big motherfucker.
super fucking nice dude, man.
Yep. Very, very down to earth. I enjoyed our conversations for sure.
Did you?
What did you do, Jeff? You did a thing.
Uh-oh.
Or wait, Levi, did you do it? Levi, we heard
No.
you typing.
No.
What did you do?
You
I executed Order 69, I guess. How do I bring it back?
Got him.
There he is.
I don't know what the fuck I did. I clicked on. Oh, I think I clicked on a comment. That's weird. Yeah, very odd. I don't know. That's another band I haven't jumped into is Psy. I'm kind of scared. I know what I was gonna say. Look at the comment above that one. What did Nate do? What did Nate do?
I think Rush is only remotely metal on Cygnus. I was gonna say, like, dude, Natural Science has kind of a heavier vibe to it. I don't know. There's moments on that song. There's and that was the explanation someone put in the comments was that, well, they justified Rush by saying, well, there's a couple of songs that are heavier. And I was like, okay, but that's a couple of songs. Like, there are bands in here that have entirely heavy back catalogs that you guys just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't think Rush is metal, but
No.
the reality of it is though that without Rush, I don't think you have bands like Dream Theater and Fate's Warning and Tower and Nevermore and Sanctuary, stuff like that.
Yeah, any prog metal.
Yeah, Rush pretty much paved that road they were the proto prog metal band,
And when you get older, you can confidently wear a Rush shirt to a death metal festival.
Yeah.
I know somebody that did that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I did. Some jackwagon. I don't know. I don't really much.
What a lighten up, Francis.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah,
dude.
You just made the list.
Dude, Gate Creeper rules live.
Yes, they do.
And I haven't seen Worm yet, but wait, you saw Worm, right, Jeff?
Yeah, good.
You said they were pretty damn
Very
good.
good. The only thing that was throwing me off a little, first of all, Worm Dude, which I know his name, but I'm not supposed to say it, so I won't
Yeah.
say it. But Vampiric, what's his name? Vampiric something or other.
Slaughter Lord?
Oh, that's Phantom Slaughter. Yeah,
Phantom Slaughter.
yeah. He's very little, like he's smaller than me.
Oh God, he almost
Yeah,
doesn't
but he's
exist.
skinny. But he's skinny. He's not fat like me, you know. But he's a small man in stature, and he's surrounded by really big dudes in his band. So, you know, Phil Tugas is like 6'2", 6'3". Antoine, the bass or the other guitar player, has got to be 6'1", 6'2". The bass player for Holder is Holder's bass player. He played for Worm, same deal. And so it was kind of weird seeing them on stage. He did have boots on, like with big, like heels
I
or
mean,
whatever.
Danzig's been pulling that off for years.
Right.
With literally every band that he's been in.
But Worm was killer, man. I mean, that was a good show, man. You had Necrofire, which very surprisingly very good.
Very odd, dude. Dauber Beverly.
Well, yeah.
That
And
dude.
then Worm, and then I wasn't nuts about the Philly band. What are they called?
Which Philly band? There's a lot of Philly bands.
Oh my God, man! The fucking Christ!
That is an odd pairing.
The one with the dude Francis, that's the guitar player, and he's got the fro kind of, and the porn stash.
Francis, the guitar player with a porn stash.
Devil
Master.
Devil.
I haven't seen him yet. I've heard they're kind of a mixed bag. Isn't Chris Ulsh still in that band too?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure, but they're very punky.
Yeah,
They're very punky. Like, I was shocked.
Well, I have two of their albums, and that was the thing I noticed. Like, this is almost more like gothic punk with like some black metal seasoning kind of.
Yeah, a little bit of that, Sam Hain
Fucking
kind of weird vibe. What do they call that? Death rock or
Death rock, I guess. I
Yeah.
just went over it in the video. That's what Danzig kind of. I don't know. Like with Samhain was like a long transitional project. Because
Although actually, Francis told me that they model themselves after. Rick will know if he's here, but there's another Japanese band that's like a punk metal band, but it's not Psy. It's another band. Fuck, I'm not gonna remember who the hell it was. When he said the name, I kind of recognized the name, but he's like, that's who our, oh man, Japanese punk metal. Fuck, what are they called?
I mean,
SOB. Would it have been SOB?
No, it wasn't. It was a name. I'll see if I can hunt around.
Gray. Gizm?
Gizm, that's it. Gizm. Yeah.
Good call, man. And what's up, Camos? Or Camos? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gizm, I believe is the one. Yeah.
Camos.
Holy shit! There's a name I hadn't heard of. What? Maxwell and the Hormone. That band is weird. I mean, all right, saying Japanese metal is weird is kind
Not
of
ex Japan though.
subject, but dude, I love because Japan, like, creativity is the big thing. Like, it's like, listen, anyone that says you can't do that in metal, shut up. We're gonna do that in Japanese metal.
Yeah,
And I love it for that.
I don't know a lot of bands from Japan. Like, I know Anthem, of course. They're kind of like the priesty one. Loudness, of course.
Loudness, yeah.
One of the big ones.
Sigh.
Boris is one of my favorites from them, but that's a difficult one for a lot of people to get into. But I dig them a lot
I
because
mean,
they're all over the map.
I love
Coffins.
Melvins, and that's what they base a good chunk of their sound on.
Yeah, you like some of that early stuff then, but I mean, they do get weird. They get off into the punk grounds quite a bit, and then they do the sort of the epic doom and the sludge and the ambient, the drone. So they kind of go everywhere, But Psy is one that I've been trying to sort of get myself prepped for, and I just haven't gotten there. It's weird.
Honestly, yeah, I would. Well, I mean, like, their earlier stuff is kind of more autopsy worship, like their demo collection they put out. Oh, dude, it's killer, dude. It's just straight up just dank, nasty, gross
Local
riffs.
funeral-esque.
Yeah, it's
Southern
kind of
survival.
groovy and kind of punky, but it sounds sludgy and dirty. But if you want like the weirdness, it's kind of controlled chaos. Their most recent album we went over, absolutely amazing, and it has a bonkers drum performance from Mike Heller, who is
Oh my
in
God.
the band.
Yes.
And then I saw Piranha Whale, Intestine Ballism. I need to get into that band.
Yeah, I've heard
When
that.
I saw you got the reissues, Nick, I was like, I need to find them. Sold out.
Oh, well, I had it was my one buddy, Esger. I forget how to say his name. I'm sorry. Yeah, he.
Oh yeah.
The one that we ran into at the Deicide and Human Condition
Yep.
show.
Yep.
Yeah, he gave me a heads up, and I was like, "Dude, I know you don't have this band yet, but they're reissuing two of their albums." And I picked him up, and 100% right. He's been right on two particular bands in terms of like heavier melodic death metal. Because you told me about that one, absolutely killer. You know, both albums. It's more brutal, but it's still melodic death metal somehow. They found this sweet spot where they get all the catchy melodies, but it's still just heavier than hell. And then the other one was Vehemence, which is a band that I had on samplers before,
Yeah.
but I kind of slept on. I got the reissue of one of their albums on Redefining Darkness, the Metalhead box, and Jen was like, "Fuck me, this is really, really good." So I gotta hunt down more of the reissues because I guess Redefining Darkness is gonna reissue all of that. Here, Noonan, you want to take over on comments for a bit?
I got
I don't even know where you are.
Hold on here.
I got one of the last things I've ordered. I've stopped ordering.
It's right there. Piranha Whale and Tustin Ball.
Okay.
I got the Depravity CD and LP coming in from Dark Descent as of today, which is cool. You know that Depravity?
Silence of the City.
Depravity? Yeah, I got it. I can't go over it yet because I got
Got
it.
an
after the
original or
run.
no?
What? No, I don't. Shit, I couldn't find an original to save my
I was gonna
fucking
say
life.
they're fucking hard to find, man.
Yeah, no, I got that reissue though.
Oh, did you?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it in the same batch. I got my copy of Hyperdontia.
Oh, okay. So you ordered from Dark Descent.
Yep.
I gotta get that Hyperdontia too. That's pretty killer.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
so
awesome.
good.
Yeah, I like.
Rift City.
I don't know why I didn't order it when I ordered that other stuff, but and this time I have the right address on my Dark Descent order. Last time for Crypt Sermon, it literally was shipped to my kid's old condo, and they don't live there anymore. So I thought, well, that fucker's gone. But they actually did put it back in the mailbox, sent it back. So went all the way back to Colorado, and then I had to touch base with Matt out there and go, dude, I fucked up, man. Here's where it really should go. And he didn't charge me. I was stunned. That was cool as fuck.
Yeah, that was one of the big issues where, in terms of the metal archives, is when it came down to deathcore, certain bands were omitted because I don't know
Reasons.
reasons. We'll just say reasons, and none of them made sense. Like, it's like, listen, I know you're trying to justify your fucking bias or whatever, but give me an actual reason. Give me one that you can defend, not just it's not metal. So yeah, so like some of the arguments that I've heard from the defenders in terms of like the omissions on archives have not been the best. There's one in particular. I don't know. I got a feeling it's some irate kid, but he was throwing out a lot of lingo that sounded very familiar to the point where I said, it's like, dude, you sound like you were a clone from one of J-Dog's butt hairs.
Even a J-Dog, we'll give him a little.
Oh, dude, I started calling him J-Puppy.
J-Dog is now a fully fledged concert promoter.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire. He's got Dog Fest happening in 2025.
Oh, fucking Milk Banana's weird.
Only has to sell 325 tickets, peeps. Get out there. Buy all them tickets. Even if you're not going to go, buy a ticket.
Westside Bull's cool, though.
Because, that's J-Dog wants to break even, boys and girls. That's all that matters right now.
Paid skis. Paidski's drummer.
Yeah, Paidski's.
Dude, Fester Decay is amazing. And
I love Fester Decay.
and Anatomia. Like, have you listened to Anatomia at all, Jeff?
I have not. I've heard that name a million times. I'm very woeful with my Japanese metal.
Do you
No,
like
I'm not gonna lie.
Coffins at all?
Not the. There's an American Coffins, isn't there? Or am I wrong?
It's the Japanese one.
Yeah,
mean-
well, I know.
Basically Japanese autopsy.
Yeah.
Okay. I've not checked them out.
Yeah, dude,
You
Coffins.
guys saw Autopsies playing the Death Fest out in Denver now.
Yeah, saw that, dude. That lineup is fucking pretty fucking awesome,
Pretty
dude.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty damn accurate, Michael.
I would also maybe throw in Edge of Sanity in there too.
A little bit,
Like Edge of Sanity, Dismember, and Suffocation combined.
especially that first album. That first album in particular, it's definitely the more brutal of the two, but they're both awesome. Like one of my favorite, just recommendation pickups.
Yeah, it is. I don't think.
If only I haven't been busy with Dream Theater albums, I'd be checking this shit out.
Jeff, you're freezing. Either that or you're really good at holding still.
These tracks during Infinity War, I have the ability to stand perfectly still.
The other dude who fills in for drums is also Alex Cohen. I don't know if I know that name.
I've heard that
That
name.
name's familiar.
What else is he in, Nate? Because I feel like I know Alex Cohen.
Let's see. Alex Cohen. Oh, he's in Imperial Triumphant. Or what?
Oh, well, yeah, you have to
Yep.
be a good drummer.
And Pyrexia.
Yeah. God, was he drumming when we saw him in Colorado then?
I
What, for
don't know. Let me look
Pyrexia?
up a picture of Alex Cohen.
No, he was in Pyrexia
No.
in 2016, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as live bands, he played live with Contrarian a couple years back. He plays live for Malignancy and Nader Sadek.
Oh, dude, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Didn't that dude go to jail or prison or something
I
like
don't
that?
know.
Who?
I don't know.
Nader Sadek?
I don't know.
I heard there was something he had some legal issues or something. Like there was something a big reason why he hasn't put out music in quite some time. Because I have just
Yeah.
the one album he did with Steve Tucker.
And I've listened to the song that he had Travis Ryan, Alex Webster, Bobby Cobley, Blasphemer, and Flo Monnier together, which that song's insane.
Well, let's see. What's going on, Jeff? Where the hell did you go?
Probably internet died, I bet. I was smirking at that guy.
I mean,
Could be.
doesn't sound like it was a terrible move. It seems like it's worked.
No, it sounded like it was the best move he could make.
I mean, I picked up his most recent album. It definitely wasn't what I expected. It's more scores to movies that aren't good enough for his scores. It's really externally. It's not metal. You don't really listen to this album if you want metal riffs and such. But I mean, if you just want to hear a really, 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 really fucking good guitarist play stuff outside of metal,
Yeah.
that went on.
Oh, yeah, and I also saw that Alex Cohen also played in that band I can never pronounce right. That's spelled Pyrrhon. Pyron.
Pyron?
Yeah, he also played with them for
Pirate.
a while.
Got it.
Arr.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna wait on that one, just on the Heavy Metal Maniac, because we just saw the Turkish Cenotaph,
Yep. And now the
MDF.
Mexican Cenotaph is playing MDF.
and I'm hoping Daniel Corchado's in there too, because I just want to meet him because he's on my favorite Incantation album and The Chasm.
Right.
Yes.
And I need to check that band out too. So them and Intestine Ballism, I need
Oh,
to
yeah.
make a mental note.
You'll be surprised. That's probably going to be the most brutal mellow death listen you get, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I did get the reissue of the split they did. Exhumed and Hemdale.
Oh,
I haven't
really?
listened to it yet, but I do like the fact that it is on a red CD. Which is
Oh yeah, I remember you showed that off last
Yeah.
night.
Let's see.
Got some grind talk going on now.
Oh, dude, Death Doom is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yep, you cannot go
Yes.
wrong.
Asphyx, my number one out of them all.
Oh, it depends on the mood I'm going for. Like, if I want like the more gothic stuff with like some clean vocals, My Dying Bride or Paradise Lost, mostly Paradise Lost. Like, I love them both.
Yeah.
But I also,
Swallow the Sun.
yeah, I also want to be able to get out of bed and face the day and not just wallow and cry. So,
Yeah.
don't listen to all that much.
And then, of
Sometimes-
course,
so-
Hooded Menace.
Sometimes wallowing and crying and spending the day in bed is a great time too.
Yeah, I mean, it's, when
I
it
haven't
comes
done that in
on
a
at
very long
random,
time, and I
on
kinda-
your playlist after listening to some rowdy thrash metal, all of a sudden, My Dying Bride, like, well, I'll just jerk the wheel into traffic.
Oh, jeez. Other Death Doom bands, yeah, Hooded Menace, Spectral Voice, Temple of Void.
Fossilization.
Yeah. Unholy, I think, is very underrated.
Yeah.
Especially that
Esoteric.
first album.
Well, I mean, that's maybe more Funeral Doom.
Disembowelment, Winter, Early
There's-
Catatonia. Just
Most
Dive
Finnish
so
death metal
far.
will have, a little bit of a
Death
Death
Doom
Doom
vibe.
tag to it.
Yeah.
What's up, Blackwater Rust? And yes, well, I don't have the third one, but yeah, everything I've heard by it in Symbolism is incredible.
Yeah.
Get hip, guys. Yes. Hybridonia rules. I
Yeah.
love all their stuff.
yes, that Crypt Sermon album might be like top 5 on my
It's-
year-end list right
Dude,
now.
yeah.
You're-
I've been going back over a lot of my favorites from this year. It's like, dude, I'm already dreading making a list.
I already have a good idea on what my number one is right now, and
I
depending on the stuff coming out pretty soon, like in August, September, and October. I don't know
There's
if
so
anything's
fucking
gonna
much,
beat.
dude.
I don't think anything for me is gonna beat that new Ulcerate album. I can't stop listening to it. Asshole Rose or Fizio. Dude, can I pick neither and just go to bed?
I like Asshole
Yeah, but-
Rose. That's hilarious.
I mean,
I mean, Stephen Adler calls them asshole rolls.
Asshole Rose
Yeah.
or Vince Meal. Neither. I don't want to hear either.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask me the better singer, it's easily Axel, but that's not saying.
Yeah,
much.
but I don't like either one of their voices. Banquet of Darkness, Anatomy. Yeah. Oh, God, those are the two that I think I have. Oh, yeah. There you are. Yeah, Banquet of Darkness and Anatomy of the Beast. Anatomy of the Beast is probably my favorite of the two, just because, dude, that thing is fucking heavy. I don't know if that's the one I got. It might be the one I got. No, I got God Was Created. But I think Redefining Darkness is reissuing like all of Behemoth's stuff. And it's like a joint thing between them and Metal Blade. For the record, Jeff's internet just completely went out. So
I figured as such.
once it gets reset, he'll be back on.
Dude, Mortiferum, that band rules.
Incredible.
Go see them live.
Honestly, MDF 2022, best band I saw the soundstage at least. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
Pick
cool.
this up
Internet's
at
back on.
Dayton.
What's going on there?
you
No clue what happened. Just everything was dead suddenly.
be. Everything went.
Nah, I was talking to you, and suddenly I looked and there's just the spinning wheel, of death sort of thing.
Oh, you should have saw the face you froze at too. It was all.
Hmm.
What?
You look great. We made fun of you for a little bit.
I'm sure I looked awesome. Made note of it too.
I mean, just in case anyone missed it, you had a moment there in the past where we all technically saw Jeff's vinegar strokes.
Really?
What was one? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably yeah. I mean, you kind of got like the post nut clarity sort of vibe going on right now too.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah,
Post
Kicked
nut
back
clarity.
to
post nut clarity, dude. It's a real thing.
What did I miss? Anything exciting?
We were talking about Death Doom and how awesome it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just in
Has there
general.
been any more announcements on MDF since a couple days ago? I don't think there have.
No, they said the next batch is going to get announced soon, but it's vague.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that lineup so far is pretty damn good. And like I said, you jammed Dragged into Sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the headliners are quite as good yet, but they could add 2 or 3 that they had a bunch of killer ones that added there at the end anyway. So I mean, there's a long way to go. But I will say, man, that Crimson Glory that Hell's Heroes lineup, I was like, fuck, man.
Oh yeah, next year's Hell's Heroes.
Man.
I mean, Hell Ripper finally coming to the States for that, which
And there's
only
a
I
lot
were in
of-
Texas.
lot more bands coming there too. 1 or 2 I've been pushing Baca for, so we'll see what happens.
Is that a 2-day fest or a 3-day fest?
I
Usually,
think it's
I think
2.
it's 2.
I mean, we got some friends.
Oh wait, was it? No, I might. I think it was Thursday, Friday. No, wait, hold on.
But one thing I definitely hope, since Hell Ripper's going to be at Hell's Heroes, that maybe James will. Well, it depends on who Peaceville will book him with to tour in the States.
I mean, generally when they're in town for those festivals, I mean, most of those bands will try to pick up extra dates. Like if you look around in terms of tours during like MDF, like you'll notice like, oh yeah, these guys are playing MDF, and it'll be like a batch of them. It's like, yeah, they're just hitting up clubs, and it's just.
And then after MDF, because they have to get home, the ones that aren't from overseas, you'll see them play again too. So
Yeah. Because, like I was talking about last night, like the big draw for me wanting to go to MDF next year, if I had a way to go, is
So
to see Asphyx and Blood Red Throne. Because they rarely, if at all, come to the States, especially Asphyx.
Trying to find.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the dates of it.
Of Hell's Heroes?
3 days. 20, 21st, 22nd.
Well, they still got more bands to announce because I think it looks like they only got about 2 days worth of bands.
Oh
right?
yeah, I don't even know if that's. I don't even know if that's
Whole lineup. Yeah.
they'll still announce another 30 bands, and they're all going to whoop ass.
I don't know about 30.
I mean, hell, I'm trying to get my buddy Ricky Horror Master to go because he lives in Texas. I'm like telling him, dude, just at least to see Hell Ripper because James is our buddy. Fucking
Give me
go.
your couch.
well, that's kind of what I
like,
started to say
sure.
before my internet crapped out. The Decibel Fest out in Denver was what I brought up, and Jimmy
Dude, that
lives
line-
he's only an hour and a half away, so he's pretty much, he hasn't said it, but I think he'd be fine with me crashing on the right. Well, that's in winter, so he might like build me like an igloo outside or something like that, or give me a tent.
December 6th through 7th. So yeah.
Yeah.
God, dude, Autopsy and Yob alone,
Yep.
and it's Severed Survival too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Yob. I was kind
Yob's
of
been a
surprised to
big
see
fucking-
Yob. Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a comment from just another heavy metal maniac. Good calls with them vocalists.
Which one?
What?
Sorry.
The latest one from just another heavy metal maniac.
Well, here, I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the comments here.
One job and you just can't do it properly.
Well, Jim,
I said the same thing to him last night, Jeff.
yeah.
That
Oh,
he
yeah.
had one
Dude,
job.
Dude, the single's been awesome.
Yep.
Sounds like they even got a better drum machine program too.
What the fuck?
I need to check out Fulci and Putrid
Yes, you do.
Pile.
Oh, dude, Fulci's awesome.
Yeah, they're gonna be fun to catch
What?
if that tour goes through.
They're gonna do another Down record.
They've been talking about it. They've been talking about it for quite some time. But now that I think the Pantera thing is kind of like, all right, they've done their tours.
Kind of taking up some time.
What's up? You could be listening to music. You're right. It could be. And hello from not Canada, because we're not in Canada.
Hello
We're
from
in
Ohio.
Ohio, which is less interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, actually, on that note, I'm actually going to head off. I need to get some sleep because
What up, buddy?
tomorrow, technically tonight, I want to see Deadpool Green. So it's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Shit. That's this
You
weekend.
gotta see?
Yeah, that's
Deadpool.
this weekend. The new Deadpool movie.
Oh shit. Ooh.
Dude, those trailers have been great.
Especially that last one.
Yeah.
Looks like Paul Rudd finally aged. I can't wait for that. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Take
All
care, y'all.
Later, man.
Everybody-
Enjoy the movie.
What's he going to see? I didn't hear what he said.
Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. This will show you how old I am. I know what it is, but I never even saw the first one. When was that? Like 20 years ago? 15 years ago?
No. I mean, it was. God, when was the first Deadpool? Like 2018? I don't know. I saw it in theaters 4 times, and I haven't laughed out loud that hard seeing a movie in theaters
Oh, really?
in years.
Oh, it's
Like,
already out. So
Is that
today,
a copy?
today at 3:15.
it's an action comedy comic book movie.
A comic book?
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Today at 3:15 in Fallen Timbers. You want to go before reviews?
No, we got to. No, I got to because I'm gonna head to fucking Ramalama and get all my shit.
Oh, dude, it's in 3D at 5:15 p.m.
It,
3D.
I watched the RNC, the Republican National Convention, the other night. That was all the comedy I could take for a couple of
Oh
minutes.
well, I think the funniest thing that happened was, weirdly enough, Grinder shut down in
I know. How about that?
Milwaukee with all those totally not gay people there.
With all the totally not gay conservatives.
Totally
Yeah,
not gay people.
totally not gay.
Weird.
God, I just saw your flag back there, man. Have you had that up for a while? The esoteric one?
You
I
got
put
that
that
at the. You got that at the fest.
Got that
Did you?
MDF? Yeah, put that up. I don't know.
Your thumb or something is over the camera.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, put that up
What,
last week.
what'd that run you?
Wasn't it? It was cheap. I remember it was only
like
like $10. I think.
$10, yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that. I
I bought the last one.
Oh, you got the last one, Inspector. Okay. Yeah, that's because I was outside. That's because I was outside going, "Where are my glasses, man? Where are my glasses?" You're never
That was
gonna
definitely
believe
it.
Yep.
Never
And we
gonna
went
believe
outside. I was like, man, it was awesome. Holy fuck, what happened to Jeff?
But once again,
Dude, you won't believe this
the
shit.
tire print on my nose. The tire
once
print
again
on my
though,
nose.
shout out to the waitress at Abbey Burger Bistro for trying to help you fix that.
Oh, yeah.
God, dude. She literally tried every fucking jerry rig possibility you
Yep.
could come up with.
Yep.
And we still didn't get it to work. And then the funny part was she gave me like another pair of sunglasses, like the arm.
Yeah.
I thought, well, if I get it home, I'll at the hotel room, I'll get some super glue and I'll let it sit overnight. And then I got back there and I'm like, where the fuck's I couldn't find the arm. I had no idea what I did with it. So yeah, that was your boy here was a little bit skank drunk on one or two of those nights.
A little bit.
A little
I
bit.
wasn't that bad now. Jesus
You weren't
Christ.
that good.
I wasn't puking or
No.
No.
I was under control, but your boy was having some fun. But that kind of set the tone then for Friday. That was Thursday, then Friday, and man, by Saturday I could barely remember. I was the only guy that stayed back in the room for a couple of hours because I was like, I'm fucked. I cannot walk on these feet for 8 or 10 more hours like I did the last 3 days.
I mean, MDF is 100% an endurance test.
Oh, it is.
Like,
It is, especially if you want to. Yeah, if you're going to stand, which you kind of have to for most of the bands, unless you go up into that upper tier section and kick back. But yeah, it's an endurance test, even for younger dudes. But for an old fuck like me, it was like,
Glad
no
you're
idea how
fucking-
many guys my age were there, but I would imagine I was in the top 5% of age there, probably, maybe.
I mean, it's a wide swath just in terms of like the ages, because I saw like fucking super young people that are, more around my age, and then just
Right.
like absolutely ancient fuckholes like you. Wait, what are you, like 80?
Ancient fuckholes.
Kid Rock rapping over anything is the saddest shit and funniest
Dude,
shit. So.
Like, in terms of like what the Urban Dictionary, I imagine it's just a picture of him when it comes down to the term culture vulture.
Yeah. Here's a funny story about that guy. You remember when, what was that album that Ball with the Ball, Devil something?
Yeah, Without a Cause came out in 1998.
I'm not gonna lie, I owned that album.
Same.
I owned it. I don't own it any longer. Got rid of it.
I still own it.
Nick, you still have it. I know you do.
Oh yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
But here's the thing. What year was that?
1998.
98.
98, I believe. Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
25 years ago. He was playing a little fucking club here in Lancaster. Now, granted, Steve Vais played there and Testament's played there, but it's a little club. And I was going to go down. My buddy wanted to go. He ended up going. I decided not to go because I had something going on with my kids. And he's like, dude, there was like 40 people there max, 25, 30 people there.
What's up, Ryan?
Hi, what's up, bud? But yeah, I almost went to see Ball with the Ball, the dang, diggy, whatever the hell it is.
I never saw Kid Rock, but here's something maybe even sadder. It was at it was 89X Birthday Bash, which was a radio station out of Michigan, and they had like cool setups before. Like I got to see Deftones, courtesy of them, and at one of their 89X Birthday Bashes, Uncle Cracker.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I saw Diet Kid Rock.
Was he the dude that? Who was the dude? Maybe it was him or another dude, kind of like him with one name, that did that song. And it's actually not a bad song, but it's the only song on the album.
Yeah, what the fuck's the name of that damn song? I know the song. I can hear
the
the
one that goes. I can't remember the lyrics.
Follow me or no?
Follow me. Yep.
Follow me. Is that it?
I think so.
Is that it?
No, hold on here.
I think so. I'm pretty.
Yeah,
It's in the chorus. I know he says that in the
I
chorus.
know what it's like to be something.
Follow me. Yeah, that was it
Yep.
on his album Double Wide. Wow,
Yep.
he even has a website.
What
Yeah,
it's like was Everlast.
yeah. What it's like was
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. Everlast, yeah.
yeah. Follow me. You probably hear it too. I mean, you probably heard it in a fucking elevator.
Yeah.
Um, It's just it was a poppy, almost kind of country-ish song. But Uncle Cracker played this,
Yeah.
and Kid Rock came on and guested on one song and then
Oh
left.
boy.
And it was the singular most exciting moment up until immediately after Uncle Cracker was Eve 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Troy, I totally get you, but the thing was in '98, like he got somebody behind him pretty hard, and it was all over the radio. That Ball with the Ball. And what was the other song on there? There's one other song. It was kind of
I Am the Bull God.
Yeah.
The title track. Is Only God
Well, where
knows.
he comes on and goes, "My name is Kid." Oh, that's Ball with the Ball. All right.
Hold on. I'll just look it up.
Really?
Cowboy was a big single.
Oh, Cowboy, baby. Oh, Jesus fuck.
The only reason I ever heard that song was because I watched Coyote Ugly a bunch.
Yeah, Only God Knows Why. That was also another one that was a single.
Well, Troy, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm very, very,
That is 100% true.
I'm
And it
very,
was-
very traumatized that I did actually own that album one time.
It's just collecting dust on a shelf.
But I don't own it, and Nick does. What's that say about
You
me?
bought it still. You gave Kid Rock money just like I did, you son of a bitch. You fucking enabler.
Shut up,
You
man.
did this to us.
Oh, shut up, man. Nate thought that shit was whack. He thought it was whack.
Hella whack. No, he ain't off at all. Oh, dude.
I
Few
love
songs are as awesome as Jesus Built My Hot Rod. Fucking, like that Ba with the Ba is, Jesus stole my catalytic converter. So that song can suck ministries nuts.
Yeah, for sure. I think the funniest
Oh,
thing.
yep. Oh my God. Look at you. That's the Eve 6 lyrics. He printed them all out.
Lyrics for what?
Eve 6, what the fuck was the name of the song?
Probably
I
Faith.
don't remember the name of the song. I remember the fucking chorus.
Yeah, I remember those guys. They were like, there was a lot of those bands that were coming out around that time, like Oleander. Do you remember them?
I have 3 of their albums.
I have the first one. I haven't listened to it in
They were actually pretty good.
Inside Out.
Big Wreck was coming out
There it
at that time too.
Uh,
They're good. Big Wreck's good. You know them?
Big Wreck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know any of their stuff, but I know them.
The song, that song. I really love that song. I really love that tune.
There's a bunch of other bands that came out around that time too. Like it seemed like it was that period where there was always that discovery price sticker on the fucking CD, brand new band. So they marked it down. There's a couple of decent ones I found through that.
Reborn by the time Kid Rock had it.
So it works awesome. Wait, what was it?
Pammy probably needed a reborn. It'd be like throwing a boat anchor into a fucking lagoon, man. Come on.
You're gonna make John blush saying stuff like that.
Wow, man. Well, what I'm scared about is truly.
Dude, science rules.
You saw that video post.
Science. Morning View.
Morning View is pretty good.
Yep.
What's
I still like Make
what's
Yourself
the-
too.
What
I'm
was
not
their
gonna lie.
big song on there? The Incubus song. I wish you were here. Was
Yeah.
that one?
That was on Morning View. That also was the one that had oh fuck.
Frankenstein, or what was the fucking?
No, there was another huge single on Morning View. Fuck, which one? Wish You Were Here was one. Nice to Know You.
Yep.
And Warning.
I don't
And
remember.
Are You In? Shit, yeah, there were a lot of fucking.
Mexico too.
I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, Mexico was a fucking single too. God,
Yep.
that one churned out a lot of singles.
I saw them though. I saw them open for. Who was that? POD and somebody else, and I have no idea why I was at a POD show. So I must have gone to see Incubus, but there was, it might have been System of a Down, maybe.
I've seen Incubus twice. I saw them once at Ozfest. They were really good. It was right around the time that Make Yourself dropped. And I think on kind of a run in between Make Yourself and Morning View,
Right.
I saw them with Deftones, and they were direct support, and opening was Taproot.
Oh God, Taproot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them at Ozfest. I think the
Taproot
following
was Taproot, and remind me if I'm wrong here. I might be, but we're Taproot kind of in that. Fuck, what are they called? Damn it! I just had the name.
new metal.
Tantric and Days of the Mood kind of vibe.
Heavier. Like, I mean, to Taproot's credit, they were definitely heavier. They were more new metal with like post grunge because the dude's vocals were like I think he attempted to kind of sound like Lane Staley, but if someone was holding Lane Staley like this, so yeah, now you're gonna go back and listen to it like, oh God,
Jesus.
I will, yeah.
He sounded like a Muppet. Oh, all
Sounds
right.
like Wade talking like that.
Yeah. I mean, I thought their first couple albums were all right, and then they kind of really started to drop off after that. And,
I'll tell you,
then,
I dug Days of the New. That guy's a fucking disaster.
oh, dude, I love that
Still alive, but
album. That's the only one I own.
the first 3 albums are fucking great, dude. Do you have the red one?
No, I only have the first one, the gold one, the
Dude,
yellow.
that first song on there,
What album? Who?
Days of the New, the red album.
Oh,
I gotta look up the.
I think the only other song I heard, what was it called? Like what? The Enemy or something like that.
Enemy was off the second album.
Yeah, the green one. I was like, nah, I'm all right.
The first song, here it is. Hang on to this, man. That song is fucking killer, dude.
See, I knew that Incubus as opprobrium, but killer band, regardless of the name.
Actually, the rest of this album is pretty good now that I look at it too.
Holy shit, there's a blast from the past. I like that album a lot.
I enjoy that album quite a bit.
Secret Someday it's pretty good too.
Who's that live?
Live.
Yep.
Live is from where I live, right across the river from me in York County, York, Pennsylvania. And in fact, I think I might have told this story once before, but back many years ago, a lot of years ago, back in the early 2000s, your boy here got in a little bit of legal trouble with driving under the influence and had to go stay somewhere for 2 weeks. Yeah, and that was right. It was a few years after that, but because I heard Ed's back with them now, I think Ed Kwalchik, I think, or maybe I'm wrong.
And, I mean, the last I heard he was, but they haven't really put out anything.
But they
Out of-
used,
I
they
can't-
used to play the local club down here called Chameleon, which again, had bands like Extreme and King's X. I mean, they could put in some big, Voivod. I saw their Vector, a lot of bands, but they played there, and I'll never forget. Right when that album came out, they played like a hometown show because that was like their club they always went to. Dude, I've never been in that place that you couldn't literally breathe. Like there was so many fucking people in there, you couldn't move. That album was huge. Like Lightning Crashes and I Alone and
I hate that song. I hate Lightning Crashes.
Yeah.
Because it was all right.
heavy.
Back when my mom was married to my stepdad, he was a guitarist, and he played at coffee shops and would always play Lightning Crashes because it was one of the 4 songs he knew.
Yeah.
And I heard that song to death. And dude, it got to a point where, when he got up on stage, people would go, "Oh fuck, we're gonna hear that goddamn song again." They would get up and leave. But he, being not the most aware person, did not realize that, like, dude, they are fucking sick of that fucking song. Learn another fucking song.
Lightning crashes.
I'm gonna boot you. It's gonna happen.
And you
I'm
figured
on
he
the
would
remove.
have known fucking
You're on the
everything.
boot. You're on the boot. You get your hand on the boot there.
With the amount of guitar magazines that dude had, you'd think he would have learned tons of shit.
Law of averages would say that, but he would like I'm gonna learn that song, and then like 2 weeks later, it's like, hey, how's that song you've been learning there? Like, oh well, I bought this knife. According to the internet, this actually slayed a vampire once. Like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Love you, Mom.
So
Dude.
he was a little bit of a weirdo.
You think Nick's joking, but
Not
he's
really.
not.
All right. So I'm gonna go grab a smoke and prepare myself to tell some stories because
I gotta hear some of these.
Oh man, I've got stories too. Like,
actually, no. Tell you what. While I'm out having a smoke, why don't you tell them the Ledger story? Yeah.
is this about the passwords?
All the passwords, all the different emails.
Okay, so all right, yeah, go smoke. So, back, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago now. Let's see. So Nick's mom bought a new computer or something. I don't remember what. Bought a new computer, and Nick's stepdad said, "Hey, I want to get all my passwords together and change all my passwords and whatever." And I said, "Cool." So he had me change all his passwords, and it was the most mind-numbing, brutal experience I think I've ever been a part of, because not only did he not really know his passwords, it could have been one of like 7 or 8 different things, and none of the things had anything to do with anything, and they contained numbers that didn't have anything to do with anything, and it was, oh my God.
Did he write it down? He never wrote it down.
So he wrote them down in places, but they ended up being the wrong passwords. And when you clicked on forgot password, it sent it to some email that was non-existent. So like,
Oh yeah,
I had to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go through all these back channels to find his passwords and then change them. But I mean, it was awful. Like, I broke a sweat trying to do it. It took me like 6 hours to change all of these passwords. And
Wow.
and they were passwords for things like YouTube and Facebook and Spotify and, like, God forbid, Apple. And Apple's hard as fuck to deal with anyway.
Yeah.
The passwords and security. So,
That's funny.
oh, dude, it was brutal.
So he was just a bit of an oddball, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he meant well in the beginning, but like as time progressed, I don't know what that dude was thinking. And then he got into a really bad motorcycle accident, and it fucked him up even more. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The password ordeal, and Nick knows. Nick was there with me. Nick was there fucking laughing while I was trying to change them all. And
Was that the laptop you have, or what?
Pardon?
Is that the laptop you have now, or is this older?
No, this is older. Yeah, this was
okay.
a long time ago. This was 5 or 6 years ago. No. No, yeah, when they got a new computer, he had me reset everything up.
Oh, I got you.
And that's right. And so when I reset up all the accounts, he was like, I said, well, what's this password? Well, it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be this. And it has numbers in it, but I'm not sure what they are. And like,
Hey, yo, dude, what's horny DJ69 your password for?
It would be something like that.
That's probably my Pornhub password.
Well, and that too. So he had a real issue with browsing the internet, and so there were, like, on the old computer was so bogged down with bullshit and viruses and
yeah. My dad did the same thing. My old man. I don't know if you heard this story back a ways. This was May of 23. I do all the bills here.
Okay.
Because he's just not really that with it anymore. And he's not really able to balance the checkbook very good. And so I take care of all the bills. And like, for some reason, when we moved in there, he was stuck on, I don't want to do this online banking thing. I don't trust it. It's like, Dad, you don't have enough money in your bank for anyone to ever worry about ripping you off. Realistically, they're not going to mess with you. Okay. So long story short, I would get these messages. Well, first of all, he brought his laptop to me. He's like, oh, all these pop-up things keep coming out. Dude, they were all porn pop-ups. I'm like, where the fuck are you? Where are you going to?
Right.
You don't have ad blocker or any kind of Avast or anything on here. I'm like, dude, this thing is polluted with fucking porn stuff. I'm like, all right. Anyway, that's not the funny part of the story. The funny part of the story is, I get a notice in my email that our cable bill is like $682. I'm like,
holy shit!
And normally it's like $120.
Yeah.
Back then, right? Or $118 or $112 or something. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back and I dig through our history and I find all these fucking porn channels for $13.99, $12.99. I mean, dude, we're not talking one. We're talking like 35 or 40.
Yeah.
And I go over there at 3 a.m. in the morning. I notice that I saw a little light coming out from under his door, and I was pissed. I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah.
Man. So I banged on the door. I'm like, "You want to explain this to me?" And he's looking at it. He's like, "Oh, yeah. So I was hunting for a history or Fox related thing, right? Because he's a Trump wing nut, and I got in that section up there, and I kept clicking on things, and it kept taking to me these movies, and I'm like, Dad, are you serious, man?
Right.
I'm like, do you think I was born fucking like in 1940 like you? I'm like, let me show you something. So I pull up the scrolling bar,
Yeah.
and there it is. I click on one of the things, and right away it's two-step verification, meaning that it tells you right away you're going to be paying X amount of dollars for this, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, did you miss these messages 40 fucking times? Like, you kidding me? And I could see he was like, he was embarrassed,
Well,
but
yeah.
he was like, I don't know. He just kept playing that game that he was trapped in there, and each button he took it took it deeper, and I'm like, you're full of shit, dude. I said, well, I'll tell you what, you're paying for every cent of that, not me. So he ended up putting it on his credit card like an idiot, but literally $600 in fucking porn movie charges.
I
I
mean,
said, don't you ever? I said, I'll tell you what. Don't make me get out the kitty lock on you and fucking
Yeah,
lock up the the cable on the internet. So
how do you tame a horse in Minecraft?
well, and the other funny thing is, I'm like, dude, you never heard of Pornhub? Like, it's free. Like, you can get a lot of viruses from it, but it's free.
Well, get him an Apple phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Linux
Dude,
is harder to fuck up.
Dude, he has a flip phone. He can't do that stuff. So I don't want him. POV blowjob for me. Yeah, that was pretty much what it was, dude.
Yeah. I forgot we have a comment section. We're just sitting here talking about porn. Oh my god, we have a bunch of shit going on here. I'm sorry, everybody. I haven't been paying fucking attention to anything. I'm just kind of here. I'm like a fucking stream of consciousness right now. Yep. Yeah, I told him the story. Nick knows.
Oh,
Nick was
God.
there, laughing.
Dude, it was bad. Like, did you explain the whole reasoning behind the 45?
No, I didn't get that far.
Oh,
in case he's watching, I don't want to fucking.
he's not watching. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, he all of his email accounts were something to do with Dragon Wars and Lions.
In Dragon War 45.
Nothing, like, just shit he made up. Nothing he would commit to memory. I was like, dude, you gotta, like, if you're gonna do this shit, something that sticks in your brain, like dates and shit like that. And like, he always had the number 45 behind him. And I was like, what's the significance of 45? Is like it's not the year you were born. I know that. Is there a significance that, like, no, the 4 and the 5 are close together on the keyboard? I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Fuck.
I've had the same one now I had to make up a new one for my banking info, but I've already had to change that already because I have something on my phone in notes that says passwords, but it's kind of if anyone just picked it up, they wouldn't exactly know what to do. But the one I've kept, dude, I've kept it forever, man. 40 is my password. There you go. I've had that forever, man. That one, my main password.
Yeah, I have about 3 or 4 that I circulate through that I committed to memory. I know them.
Me too.
But
I have 4 of them.
Mike did not possess the ability to say I don't know, and that kind of drove everyone nuts. Like, he was absolutely certain of things that he knew nothing about. Like, all right, so my buddy Shu and I, we were sitting down at the table just talking to Mike. My buddy Shu is directly across from him, and he's like one of my best friends. I've known him forever. He's kind of like another me. That's horrifying, but he's like the polite version of me.
Yes. Yeah, Shua is super, super polite. Unlike Nick.
Comparatively to me,
Yeah.
that's not really saying much. But Mike, we were talking about food, and somehow we got on the subject of capers. And, she was like, oh, I love capers. Like, dude, same. I love those things. And Mike chimes in and said, capers are a fish. Like, what? And my buddy Shua just kind of looked at him and was like, I have to be nice because I have to be nice. And he was like, I don't know if that information is entirely factual. And I was like, dude, you're dead fucking wrong. Like, seriously, life is broken up into flora, fauna, and fungi, and you missed it on the first one. Dude, where did you hear that? And don't tell me it's the internet because I know you don't know how to fucking use it. It was bad. And there was just a lot of instances like that, and I was like, dude, I can't do this.
Did you get along with him all right, or?
For a while, and there was an accident. He ended up having to get his foot amputated from a motorcycle accident, which he should not have been on his bike because vision wasn't that great and it was dark. But my mom, he tried to work it out, but I think he did suffer a bit of a head.
A bit of a bump on the head. He was wearing a helmet.
But he slid right into a tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got really shitty with my mom. My mom was like, you know what, I'm not spending the rest of my life like this.
It's kind of weird. I sent that video that we talked about it, but we haven't gotten into it too deep. But I sent that to a couple different people, and strangely enough, you can still access it through the text link that I sent them. That's odd.
That's weird. I haven't gone back. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I did, and I couldn't get it to come up anymore after I backed out. But I sent it to John Holm, and he sent it to Don and Jason, and then and they were able to see it. And then
he specifically said capers.
Devin, huh?
I'm just clarifying. He specifically said capers.
Yes.
The capers are little fucking peas, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both kind of like it's a plant.
Yeah.
it's not a fish.
It's not a fish. It's a
Capers
plant.
and kippers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going back and watching. I'm like I said, I'm hoping that someone picked him up, talked to him, got him in a room or something.
Because it was weird though. It was a little
terribly
weird
disturbing.
Oh, sorry, John. What's up?
Oh, that was terribly disturbing. It was almost too much to watch. Like when it got real dark there, I was like, dude.
Well, it was weird. It got dark, and then he was talking about ducklings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers flags and blah blah blah.
He was in the beginning. He was talking about all that shit in the beginning.
Then he veered into the fucking,
abyss.
The bit about like fans leaving memorabilia and things on the sidewalk there, and I'm like, Jesus fuck, at a fucking closed off bank, like a 7 or 10 year old abandoned bank. Like, what was the deal with that, man?
Hold on, I forgot my pop.
Because he said he was out of the sun. He said that he was in shade right there and out of the sun, so his body wouldn't burn.
Wow. Yeah. It was fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see something here. Because there was another. Let's see. Yeah, so that one's gone. It looks like, let me see.
Yeah,
there's one out here. I don't know what the fuck this is, man. It's got like Josie and the Pussycat episodes on there.
That almost sounded like you were talking about something completely different there.
He's got feeding Florida wildlife with somebody named Abby or something. I don't, man.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The end of it was, yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
But here's a weird one. He has a fucking Frank Marino video up. Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush of the Tales of the Unexpected.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean,
I should probably talk to him and sort him out a little bit. Say, bro, I know Frank. Let me hook you up. Frank's a God-fearing man. Very God-fearing man. Frank is exceptionally Christian. Not to shove it down your throat type, but he believes 1,000,000% in, heaven and hell and the devil and all that stuff.
I think maybe just a chance to talk to like probably
both of them. Okay, I missed the one. There was another one that he did before that. Rich was saying both were.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know there was another one.
I knew there was, but I was so busy propagating all of that misery off to you guys that I.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hey,
I mean, but honestly, like, I'm hoping it turns out well. Like this was like maybe the last, cry for help before someone's like, all right, no, we're stepping in, we're getting you fucking straightened out.
Right.
let's just say this though. I'm always all about sharing the misery and the good times. So
yeah, no, I know.
It was weird. As soon as I watched it, I'm like, wow, did I? And I started watching again. I'm like, I gotta get this out to everybody else to just check out. Now, some people were late. Rick did actually get to see it in his comments of on Instagram. Like Ryan didn't get to catch it. I said something to Kelly. I'm not going to say what his response was. Yeah, he didn't. Not a fan, I don't think.
I can imagine Trey's kind of hard to work with. Like, yeah. Like I said, I hope it all gets.
Vaginas? What's mangina mean? I'm not sure I understand that.
He can smell it from here, Jeff. We told you to wash.
Like, wait, you want to see it?
No.
You want to see it? Yeah, you
No. Oh, God, no.
do. You do. Yeah.
Don't you dare show us your punched lasagna.
You guys know that? Does that? Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Want to know if this guy comes around here much at all?
Which one?
I'll tell you. It's in the. I think you'll know that name. Check that name.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
That guy's a fucking loon, dude. I mean, a true fucking lunatic. He's been going on the Rachel's Ghost show, which is not metal. You know what Rachel's Ghost is?
No.
Mm-mm.
That's the. She's the trans.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
Hey, see you around, man.
Later, man. Be well.
I'm lying in my coffin again, Roscoe P. Coltrane. I like that name.
No, it's his bunker. He's hiding out from the CIA
Look here.
and the aliens.
Can we see up there? There's my tarp. I'm under a tarp, according to Robert. How's Robert doing? Does he come around much anymore?
He's still
okay.
He still gives us very Robert comments.
I thought he was.
We see
I
him.
thought he was too busy chasing MILF tail, so I didn't know if that was.
I mean, he still alerts us to when stuff is being released, but he usually does it a little bit more cleverly now. He'll say something relevant to the video, and then say, "By the way,
Yes.
this thing's coming out."
Has he told you about anybody that's died recently, though? Because we've had a lot of deaths. Like Rick.
No, actually, that's weird. He hasn't.
Has he eased up on the death thing? Huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. That's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
Wonder if he's okay.
Did I see he's got a band?
Who?
Yes.
I did.
He eats those stickers. It's part of his diet.
Yeah.
Yep.
And did that, and you know what else I did, man? I'm
You-
fucking
you-
living large, man. I took the tag off my mattress.
I was gonna say, did you take the tag off your mattress?
Yeah.
You
Dude, that's like pulling the pin on a grenade, man. They're gonna get you.
You know what I did? I cut it up and I took it outside and I burned it just to be really super.
You are such a rebel.
I'm whacked. I'm whacked, you know, as the kids say. I'm dope. I'm dope.
I almost want to bang you for saying that. I'm dope. Like,
Wait,
no,
you want to bang me? Hold it there, Nick. Hold
You're
on.
gonna bang Jeff?
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you,
Weird.
John?
I'm gonna go.
He finally let out the inner secret. He finally let the inner secret.
We're about to either lose all of our viewers or gain thousands more.
He might. Rebel without a mattress tag. Yeah.
dude, like there are some like slang that you've aged out of. You've like double aged out of like a couple of those, I think.
The yin and the yang, as the chinks like to say. What's a chink? Am I?
Well, yeah, no, don't use that one, Greg. That's not a good one.
Yes, no.
Is that like a chink of like a chink in your armor, like a?
I don't think that's the code there.
Camos is still here. He's still here. What's up, Camos?
The trooper. You have amazing patience with us.
Yes, you do. Considering we've just been rambling about nonsense.
Yeah, I've kind of been all over the map, but
I mean, yeah, that's what these late night streams are. Like, all right, well, what's on our mind? And then we talked about the thing, and I kind of knew like someone's gonna bring it up, and rightfully so. I mean, if anyone saw that, they'd be fucking super concerned.
Yes.
But
I'm ready for something. Yeah, I'm 58 years old. I'm ready for. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I would smoke a bowl right now, but the problem is that I've been doing it like 5 straight days. No, John, I'm not you. So just stop. Okay. I don't have your.
John, go fucking rookie.
John, I don't have your constitution for that. I seriously am kind of burnt out after 5 straight days. I'm like, I haven't moved much, and that's what I get.
What do you like? Look at your fucking watch, like, dude, what day is it? Fuck, it's July.
Well, it's weird. I went to check my bank account the other day, and my deposit went in, and I was like, wait, did I lose a day? And then I realized I lost a day. I kind of lost Tuesday from being pretty perpetually stoned all of Monday and Tuesday because of
put the pipe down
and all that stuff. Yeah. God's like, hey, man.
I mean, was it a Monday? If you lost a Monday, that's almost okay. No one likes it.
All right. So Sunday night, I learned that a friend of mine, who's actually a musician, but I won't say out loud what the story is, who he is. I'll tell you privately, but it's a guy that I interviewed back early on. First of all, he posts quite frequently on Instagram, and I noticed he hadn't for 4 or 5 days. And then his daughter follows me and my daughter. His daughter's in New York City, his youngest daughter. She's a singer, and I saw her post something Sunday night. See you, bud.
Later, Michael.
And
I just want to play it safe, dude. Like that kind of stuff can get us in trouble.
Yeah, we don't. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not something we can do. But I noticed that her name's Scarlett. She had posted this thing, and it was about Lucy Blue. That's her sister, and it's this like a retrospective of videos and stuff. She's like, Lucy, I love you, love you, love you, and then at the very end, she's like, fly free with the angels now. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I looked up. I went to Mark. I'm gonna say his name. I went to his Instagram, and again, no activity. And I'm like, fuck, man. So I looked up this person's name, and man, his daughter committed suicide at 25.
That sucks.
And
Jesus.
what's crazy about it is that her stepfather, so he's the father of my friend, her stepfather is Slash.
Her stepfather what?
Her stepfather is Slash. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus.
And I guess somebody found out about it, asked him for something in a comment, and I guess
No worries, man. I just playing it safe. That one's. I don't like I said. I don't want to piss off anyone else in the chat. It's just
Right.
That's something I just try to like.
You get called libtards and
I've been called
liberals.
all sorts of things.
Huh?
Nick,
I've been called all sorts of things.
Yeah, we get called all kinds of things because we're inclusive and we're not, gatekeepers and whatever, man. It's all about music. Enjoy what you want, but quit calling people. Why
It's
call
like
people
trolling.
names? Why call people names? So
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. We're good.
you're all right. That's cool. It wasn't a huge one. I did know what you mean. I'm not that fucking old.
Hold on here.
yes, you are. Don't lie.
No, I am that old, but
I've heard of that movie. I've heard people say it's like legit pretty scary.
bad? Oh, scary.
Yeah, I know. I've heard people. Most modern horror kind of turns me off. Like most of the horror I watch is like 80s and 90s shit.
Yeah.
That's some 70s shit.
Yep.
I don't really watch much modern horror either, but I think we talked about this before, man. Somebody was talking about this the other day. Fucking Hereditary. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
That movie was fucking. There is some harrowing shit in that thing. Yeah, that was fucked up, dude. That scene alone is like, I had like my butthole was puckered. I was like,
That scene just is not leaving my head anytime soon. Like, all right, here you go, Noonan. Remember the first time you saw The Ring and the chick in the closet?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh,
like
you
that.
talking about the Ringu, the original one, the Japanese
No,
one?
the U.S. one where they open the closet door,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Huh.
the wrench lips, and
Have you seen Ju-on, which is the original film, the Japanese version? Okay.
well,
That's-
Ringu was the first one for The Ring. Ju-on was for The Grudge.
Or The Grudge. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Okay.
I've seen both versions of The Grudge. I mean, I like the setting more with Ju-on. Like, there's a little bit more about the suspense. It's not
Yeah.
so like, look how creepy her face is.
Yeah, it's spooky. Like when the
Right.
kid shows up on the other side of the bed and then disappears, and yeah, it's trippy. I didn't.
The bed scene where she, the ghost is right there.
Yeah, under the covers. Yeah,
100%.
was that the Geller one? Was that the Michelle Geller one?
No, well, that was the remake one, the U.S.
Okay.
version. And Bill Pullman was briefly in it too, and Sam Raimi's brother. I mean, it's one of my favorites, but The Thing still my favorite horror movie of all time.
So here's a trip. I think I might have said this on Saturday night. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. This was with Dennis. I got Day of the Dead Blu-ray, the Day of the Dead Blu-ray. It was sitting around for about a month, and I threw it in 2 nights ago. Went to watch it, and
Good
guess
work.
what? It's Dawn of the Dead CD or Blu-ray inside of Day of the Dead, and it was factory shrink wrap, so they put the wrong fucking disc in it. And I already have. Now, I didn't have that on Blu-ray, so it's cool. I think I spent like $30 on
I've heard
it. but
Long Legs is. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that.
I love Day of the
I've
Dead.
heard both positive and negative about it. So like,
Dawn of the Dead's my favorite of like the Romero
yes.
run. Day of the Dead's kind of an underdog.
I just love the setting, the kind of the quarantine, army base. And I think it was more scary. Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead is more kind of campy, and then of course the first one's kind of like it's just trying to figure out what barriers they could cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Day of the Dead. I mean, well, I had the best bad guy. Like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that guy was a dick. Yeah,
Dude. I mean, yeah, like I usually gauge bad guys like dude, like legit. I would punch this fucking person. Holy fuck! And he was like, dude, this dude's such a fucking dick, and just malicious and cold. It was like, yeah, no, good fucking performance. And I thought, the special effects were a bit of an improvement in terms of like the disembowelings and shit. Especially the dude gets like his head pulled off by his upper jaw.
yeah.
Like I always thought it was like, dude. I mean, you could tell it's a cool animatronic, but I was like, fuck it, that's awesome.
Well, I think the other thing too is just having it at the was the Mall of Americas, or where was it? It was the mall in Minneapolis, I think.
What
Right?
the Dawn? No, Dawn was shot in Pennsylvania.
No, that was Night of the Living Dead. That was
No, I believe the mall that Dawn of the Dead was shot on. That was in Pennsylvania.
Man, I thought it was in Minnesota.
No, because they made a big because they tore down that mall not too long ago. Hold on here.
It wasn't the Mall of Americas, but are you
No, Mall of America's huge. This one was about the same size as like like kind of a mid-sized mall in America. I want to hear
All right, Monroeville. Yeah, you're right, Monroeville,
Monroeville. Yep.
Monroeville. Yep.
which is out near there.
It still exists, I believe.
Yeah,
Still
it does
exists?
exist. Yeah.
I know people have gone.
Oh
to
wow! I thought they tore it down. I mean,
200
dude,
Mall
most-
Circle, Monroeville.
Monroeville Mall. No, because
Believe it or not, it's the eighth largest. It's the eighth largest mall in Pennsylvania. I thought that thing was pretty big. I didn't think it was
nope,
that.
it's still open.
it's still open. God, see, most of the
Opened May
malls
13,
around here,
1969.
dude, like tons of. I've watched like lots of videos about like the whole mall boom in the '70s and how they started dying out as soon as the '80s and shit. And, dude, there's actually quite a few that got sacrificed in fucking Ohio. I figured that one got bulldozed to the ground because malls, like, you really had to have something to stay alive,
Dude,
especially if you start losing anchor stores.
There's still a
I
bunch
live,
of shit in there. There's a
I live-
bunch of fucking stores in there still.
The mall that we have here is it's phasing out. You can kind of tell. You go in, but it
Yeah.
was pretty vibrant through the 80s and 90s and probably into the 2000s. But it's been it's been the advent of the internet has really changed the dynamic of the mall thing.
Well, it was even before that. Like in the '80s, they started like really starting to die. You know, it was when the anchor stores started moving on and deciding to do their own box stores.
Right.
And then in terms of like getting people to fill the, you know, void spaces in the stores, and because the anchor stores would leave, they would have to essentially just jack up the rent to actually make up for paying for the fucking.
the miss
Yeah.
the income.
So yeah, dude, the Amazon facility that is not too far down the street from me, that used to be the Southwick Mall, which was like
No
it was
way.
a fun hangout of mine. I love that. It had
Good they
an
rebuilt it.
arcade. It had it had a carousel in the middle of it. The big
Oh,
fountain.
Southwick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of porn and the malls, just another heavy. We at our mall, which is now just a Kohl's, a JCPenney, and a Boscov's. The two other anchor stores, Watton Chan and Sears, are gone. Something's in Sears. I don't know what they did up there though. I don't think it's like I think it's a warehouse actually. The actual mall store is a warehouse now for something else. But back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, when I was a junior in high school, I think I might have told this story, but it's pretty funny. We went out to the mall to go to the arcade because that was the place to go in high school. That was where the
Play
girls
games.
were. That's where you in 10th or 11th.
What weed? What?
What's that?
What?
Smoke a little weed, maybe a little bit. Yeah. Drank a few beers illegally by somebody's older brother buying them for you. But we had a porn theater in our mall until I think it was 83 because I was a junior, and we
All right.
went and we snuck in to this thing. But we all felt so like you were 11th grade juniors in high school. We're all fucking horny dudes that aren't don't have girlfriends, and we're all like, this is kind of weird. There's like 4 or 5 in this.
All right, dudes, let's watch dudes' dicks.
Yeah.
That's Dallas.
Man, a lot of these people that went in here alone have their hands really deep in the popcorn buckets, huh?
But here's the crazy story. So we leave, we sneak back out, and we go over to the arcade, and we had smoked somebody had brought their bong with them, and we smoked a couple bong hits out in the parking lot. Yeah, water
Nice.
bong. And I'd never done a water bong hit before. That was my first time. So I was tripping balls. Like I literally was tripping. And I go back there's a big long walk back to the actual.
Later, man.
Later, Greg.
There was an actual, a long walk back this kind of dark hallway. It's always a dark hallway, right? To the bathroom back there. And I get to the bathroom and there's this big giant dude standing there. And he just looks kind of half not right, like just not right in the head. I go into the stall, and before that, I had gotten a drink with like shaved ice, and I was drinking it, and I thought bugs were crawling in my throat because I was that stoned, right? So I was like high as a kite, right? I thought there were bugs in my mouth, and I'm like,
I don't think I've ever been that stoned.
Dude, I was tripping balls. I swear it was laced with something. It probably wasn't, but I go in and there's 3 stalls, 3 urinals, right? I go to the one end, I hear the door open behind me, and here comes this big oafy looking dude, right? And what's he do? What's the unwritten code of dudes when you're in a bathroom?
He took the stall right next to you.
Yeah, you put a stall between you and the other guy's meat.
That's common courtesy.
It's common dick etiquette in a men's bathroom, right? This guy goes right in next to me. And I'm like, right away, man, the old bat alarm's going off. I'm like, what the fuck's up with this? Next thing I know, this fucking dude reaches down for me, man. I back up and I'm still pissing and I piss all over his fucking leg.
That'll shirt him. That'll
like,
burn him right there.
And I probably said a bad word. I said back off blank, because that was a word we used back then regularly. And he just stared at me. And then I realized this guy was like slow or mentally retarded. I'm like, bro, I'm going to get the cops back here. And so I ran out looking for the cops. I couldn't find a fucking cop. Told my friends, they're like, yeah, right, sure. Somebody tried to grab me. I'm like, no, dude. No lie. About 5 years later, my buddy and I are out drinking. We stopped to get cigarettes. This is back when I spoke. At a convenience store. It was like 2 a.m. where I think if we weren't legal, we were right on the mark, 20 or whatever. I go in, and out from the back, guess who walks out who's working there? This fucking dude. Looked exactly the same. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So I grabbed my buddy. I'm like, dude, this guy right here. And I told him the story. And I get a frozen pizza. I put it in the microwave, and I realize I chow this thing down like right away. I'm like, hey, man, can you get me another one? I can't reach the ones that are back there in the freezer without climbing in. He goes in and gets me another one. I get it. I walk out to the car. My buddy Jim is sitting there. I own a VW Bug. The whole passenger side of the VW Bug's like footwell is covered in cigarette packs 6 or 7 inches deep. He literally stole every pack of cigarettes that was out on the counter. This is now keep in mind, this is 1985, maybe? So like 2-3 years after the bathroom incident. I knew who he was. I didn't say anything, but it was like, and I got out to the car. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? They didn't have cameras back then. So we ended up with like, I don't know, like 80 packs of smokes that he ripped off. Now that I'm thinking about it, is there a statute of limitations on that shit?
Well,
85. I'm pretty sure.
In today's market, that would be grand theft.
Yeah,
80 packs of cigarettes would be just short of $1,000.
Easily, yeah.
Depending on where you are,
in PA, PA would be over $1,000.
Yeah. So that would be, that'd be grand theft.
They are $8.36 for a pack here. They're 14, almost 14 in PA.
Yeah,
because I bought that one pack there.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Was that a Decibel?
Yeah, a Decibel. Right after we had pizza.
Wow, man. I guarantee you he stole probably close to, at that time when they were $2 a pack, probably $500 worth of shit.
Oh, in '85 they were cheaper than that.
Yeah,
they were. When I started smoking, they were.
You might be right. They might have been $1.85.
$1.50 a pack.
Wait,
when I started smoking, they were $1. They were actually, when I started smoking, they were 95 a pack because that was 1982, 80, somewhere in that range. But then by the time we did it in '85, I'd be curious if there's a statistic out there. I guess every state's different, but
I started smoking in 1992.
What's
and
that?
In 1992, they were $1.40 a pack.
No way.
Right.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was when 95.
92.
I started probably around 95. I think they were about $1.50 then. I know a buddy who had the uncensored shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I still have my Australian tour edition that has the original cover.
Rin has the
91 cents a pack. 90 cents
God.
up to, they were between 80 to 90 cents. That's crazy. Holy fuck.
65 cents in 1983.
So
Yeah, I remember.
And you know, there was someone back then who was like, man, these prices are fucking ridiculous. Man.
right.
And back then, they still had, like, in, like, a lot of places, of course, back then, you could still smoke versus now, like, most
You
food
could smoke-
places or bars, you can't smoke it anymore.
You could smoke in a lot of places here until like 97, 98. That's when they started getting rid of shit. I remember you could smoke in Woodville Mall.
Yeah.
You could smoke in
Yeah.
the alleys. You could smoke in the
Oh,
pool
yeah.
halls. You could smoke in places like fucking Hills.
I think you could even smoke in movie theaters back then.
Yeah.
I think you could.
And of course, bars. Of course, bars.
I mean, pool halls, like, I mean, I didn't feel like it was in a pool hall unless I walked into a fucking cloud.
Right.
Oh, right.
Bowling alleys.
Yeah,
Yep.
bowling alleys for sure.
I remember back in. When did
Take out a loan.
did Wavering Radiant come out? Do you remember?
Wavering Radiant for
9 or 11 or 10?
09. I think it was 09 for ISIS.
Yeah.
I think it was
That
09.
sounds about right. So my buddy and I went to see them with Torch. I can't remember the other band that was there. It might have been Introvert. I can't remember. But ISIS was headlining, and they were playing this place in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. And it was an old tobacco warehouse. And you walked in that place, dude, and it was like getting punched in the face by cigarette smoke because it was still smoky by then. And almost every other place by then, 09, had kind of, gone smokeless. Now, there are still places in PA that you can smoke in, but if 20% of your revenue is food, you can't have smoking in your restaurant. So it is kind of funny. Like, there's a bar that's, I don't know, 6-7 miles that way that I have to pass to get to Walmart. Every time I drive by there on a Friday, Saturday night that I go out to Walmart, there's just millions of people out front,
I used to know somebody did that. They rolled them up in the sleeve.
Yep.
Poorly aged band names. Which one?
Wait, which one?
Which one did we
What did we
say?
say?
I said ISIS. Yeah, ISIS.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that was pre all that shit, and I'm not so sure that in small part it didn't have something to do with them kind of calling it quits, because I have an ISIS sweatshirt that I'm like, I'm kind of worried about. I was kind of worried about wearing that back then, I have heard the Necromancer. I love that song.
I was gonna say, what Rush song haven't you heard, Jeff? Name a Rush song you haven't heard.
I will name one that I didn't hear until I saw them,
But then you heard it.
but then I heard it. Garden Road, which was one of the first songs they ever wrote back in the 60s, was played. It was kind of played last at the show because they started with the most current stuff and worked their way back, and then each couple of songs there'd be less equipment on the stage. And by the last one, it was just like a Fender, 212 amp, and Alex with a guitar, Getty with a bass. I mean, they were playing through the PA, so who knows what they were actually playing through. But the visual was that they had gone back to having virtually no equipment. When they first. The story is that when they played their first gig at a church basement, they didn't even have mic stands, so they had to get a lamp and duct tape the microphone to the lamp stand, like one of those,
Very innovative.
floor lamps, that would be around back in the 60s. So
Dude, I like Caress of Steel.
I love Caress of Steel.
It seems like it's kind of an overlooked one, but I think
I'm not crazy about. I think I'm going bald. It's kind of silly, but I don't hate it. It's just goofy. But I mean, Lakeside Park, the Necromancer, Bastille Day, fucking the Fountain of Lamb Death, which has some killer tracks on it.
Almost 20 minutes, but yeah.
But the Necromancer is the one that I love.
That's probably my favorite one on there.
Shooting in the tower, watching all his lad.
It's a good thing he doesn't know the words.
Right, no shit.
Troy, you're right. Nothing touches hemispheres. You're absolutely 100% right. Troy, you and I.
Oh, no.
You're right in sync, my friend.
I mean,
dude, when it comes
I
down
really
to
like Permanent Waves.
Yeah, Permanent Waves is such a good fucking album. Same thing with Moving Pictures. Like,
It
yeah,
is, but Hemispheres is the apex of their heaviness, I think, and also the keyboards had it started to take over everything, which they started to by Moving Pictures.
yeah. I mean, well, there's a fair amount on Permanent Waves.
Yeah, but they're not
Moving
over.
Pictures. Well,
not
Moving
over-
Pictures, they had a couple of giant singles that had huge synth parts.
Yeah,
I think they realized, like, oh, they like that.
and then they really went synthy with Signals. That was the first big, mostly synth, and then you got Power Windows and which was super synthy.
Grace Under Pressure.
Grace Under Pressure in the middle there.
Yep.
But man, like I don't want to turn this into a Rush thing. I didn't bring it up. Just remember that. But they really kind of from.
I love that song.
I'd honestly say from Fly By Night all the way up to Power Windows, they really didn't turn out a dud of an album.
That's his favorite exit stage left. I agree. But yeah, I can't pick a live album.
I don't. I have one problem with that album. I like it because I love all the songs on it.
I love lyrically. That's one of my favorite songs. Limelight. There's just something very relatable to that one.
One of Alex's most amazing solos.
Oh, I love that fucking lead.
My least favorite Rush album. Oh man, it's probably Test for Echo. I don't like that album very much. I also think that Roll the Bones.
Roll the Bones.
Half good and half bad. And I'm not a huge fan of the first album. It's just kind of
it's them paying homage to like the bands that influence them. Like it's kind of Led Zeppelin worship, but it's good.
Oh, big time, yeah. A lot of people don't like Troy. A lot of people don't like Power Windows. I love that album.
I like Power Windows a lot. I don't like Presto very much. Presto's not a favorite.
I didn't like that one when it came out much. I've grown to appreciate it more. John Hallman and I have this discussion all the time because that's his favorite album, and I'm like,
oh, just the sides.
Huh?
Oh no, sorry. Someone asked me. No, just the sides. It's still kind of growing out.
Nick's gonna grow his hair longer than mine soon.
No, it'll get annoying.
I will tell you right now, like it ends up, no joke, in my mouth all the time. Like when I'm trying
to grow my beard out.
Yeah, it is a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie, it gets annoying. And I'm not one of those people that puts it back in a ponytail all that often. I usually leave it down. But the other day when I woke up yesterday, when I woke up in that rat stuff, so I was like, or no, that was earlier today. I was like, hey, why don't I just fucking cut this shit off? But I won't.
Sell out composer. Snakes and Arrows, I don't think it's bad.
It's not great. It's not great. It's not anywhere near as good as Clockwork Angels.
No, Clockwork Angels way
that album fucking one. I mean, they went out on a super high note.
Yeah, that was a good. Like, all right, we're bowing out with some really solid work. I thought Vapor Trails was pretty decent too.
When that came out and they were back after 5 years, when I really didn't think they'd ever come back after what Neil had gone through. I mean, there's a guy, boy, talk about having everything, but yet really being dealt a fucking shitty hand. I mean, the guy's one of the greatest drummers of all time. He's making crazy money, both as a drummer and a rock guy, and then as a writer. And then you lose your daughter in this tragic accident, and fucking 6-7 months later, you lose your wife of all those years. Man, I don't know, man. That would have fucking maybe broke me. I don't know. I like Vapor Trails, but I didn't really. The mix was terrible. But Troy, if you get the one that was redone by David Bottrell, what do they call it? Is it called?
Oh, I forget what the name. I only have the original one.
I have them both.
Bottrell. I mean, that dude's a hell of a fucking sound engineer, producer.
I don't remember who did the original mix. Here, I'll find it. It was
Ass to the mat.
Oh, it was Paul Northfield and Rush. Yeah, they they just pushed things. They made everything just too loud. And then Vapor Trails remixed is the one that David Botfield did, yeah. And I do like that one better. The one thing you notice with the remix version is Alex Lifeson does actually have guitar solos on the album, which you don't hear on the original.
I might actually snag that sometime if
It's worth having. It's worth having. I think overall the songs are better. But go back to Presto one last quick moment there. There's some good songs on there, man. I mean, there's some goofy stuff too, but there is some really good songs. Like Available Light's a great track, man. What's the
Hold on.
that has the second song, Chain Lightning's really good.
Chain Lightning's all right. Like in terms of
The Pass.
like, yeah, in terms of songs I would come back to on that one, Chain Lightning I thought was pretty decent.
Presto's great.
Yeah, it's
I like Scars, and what's the one after Scars? Painted.
after Presto's right after Scars. War Pain is right before that.
War Paint. I grew to like that song. I didn't like it at first. Superconductor's on there. It's actually a good song live. But I get it.
I'm gonna go with Physical Graffiti on that
Yeah,
one.
I'm going with Physical Graffiti
I
too.
really like Led Zeppelin 4.
It's a good one too. Dude, Led Zeppelin 2 is a fucking banger too.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yep. 1 and 2 are great. The only one I don't own, weirdly, maybe I do own it on the. I guess I do own it because it's on the box set, which has all their songs on it, the 2 box sets. But it's weird because you don't hear the albums in the sequence that they're supposed to be in. But I only own that box set, the second box set, which is 2 CDs, the first one, which is 4, and then I own an actual physical copy of Physical Graffiti. Because for me, Led Zeppelin was everything back in the day. And then I kind of burn out on it, but I don't mind hearing the odd Zeppelin song here and there. But it is kind of like, it's old hat sort of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that just made it onto like constant radio rotation. Y'all watch Darby Allin try to set Jack Perry on fire tonight?
What?
No. What?
Oh.
Hold on.
Who's that?
I don't know, but I'm Googling both names. Darby Allin, professional wrestler. Let's see. I don't know. Nothing. Well, hold on. Oh, Elite. Let's see. The Elite quit Blood and Guts so Darby Allin could set Jack Perry on fire. What? Yeah, it looks like a wrestling match where he was dumping gasoline on a dude.
Oh my god.
No. I don't watch wrestling, but man, that sounds.
I'm not much of a wrestling guy, but I made mention about a wrestling guy about a week ago, and it really upset some people.
That is true.
I upset some people with my view on the Hulkster.
Wrestling.
Dude, oh, God, man. That Iron Sheik was right about him. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I don't know Rage. I know who they are, but I don't know them.
I've heard of them. I've seen their logo. I think we brought them up.
Right? German, I think. I think they're German.
What? I think they're German. They're European for sure.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of kind of a sort of a power metal-y version of what are they called? Jolly Roger. What Under the Jolly Roger? Shit.
Under the Jolly Roger.
That's one of their albums.
Running Wild.
Running Wild, yeah.
I think
Running Wild's way better though. I was the one that was guilty of being triggered in PC. Yeah. I guess that is me. I sound like a triggered little whore.
No, come on. You're not a little whore. You're a big whore.
I'm a big, fat, huge, smelly whore. That's what you are. With a Mangina.
Big 4 of German power metal. Halloween, Gravedigger, Running Wild.
I know Marty talks about them a lot. He loves them.
I am still like way on the outside in terms of power metal. Like shit,
Yeah,
it took
me
us
too.
this long to actually listen to an Evergrey album, which that's a little bit on the prog side.
That's more prog.
And it wasn't bad.
It was good. It was actually really good. I still go
I
back
had
to
3
that.
of their albums. I had their first 3 albums, man. They're
I picked up another
not
one when I
bad.
was in Florida.
Did you get some?
Yeah, I got another one. I was like, dude, I enjoyed this. I thought
Which
this.
one did you get?
Fuck, which one did I get here? I'm committed to the
The
title.
one I like is the one with the gargoyle on the front. I think it's the 3rd one.
No, this is a newer one.
You got a new one.
Oh, I know. I picked up 2. Fuck, totally forgot. Escape of the Phoenix and a Heartless Portrait, the Orphean Testament, which are recent ones, 2022, 2021.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the newer stuff, but the first 3, In Search of Truth is one of them. I think that's the 3rd one. And then it's kind of like, do you get into Pain of Salvation at all, Nick? Do you know them?
I've listened to them. I just haven't really like vested that much time in them. I don't own any of their stuff. I know they're pretty popular with most of the prog heads.
Yeah, they're not. I wouldn't call them super proggy, but
Pretty sure Holy Terror was from West Coast.
I thought that was Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle, I think.
Tank is European. Yeah, they're.
Oh yeah, Tank's English, dude.
They're English.
How was it? Hellhounds of Hades, dude. That album fucking whoops ass. Like that's just, it's like a step above Motorhead in terms of like, all right, it's still sleazy, but there's more like, you know, the flat out new album harmonies and such. It's good stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I did not know that Atreyu did a cover of that song by Audioslave. And I don't know.
What?
That'd be a tough listen just because.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
What, Atreyu? That was a metalcore band.
Yeah, it's funny. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I absolutely love that Audioslave song. Like it's and honestly, it's still one of those things. Like it's still hard to listen to Chris Cornell because I'll think about it. It's like fuck.
Yeah, that today when I heard the that Pharmacon album, I think that's what it's called. Let me look up. I don't know what I did with my phone. Yeah, I think it's Pharmacon. Did you look that up?
No, I didn't look it up because we went on to like something else.
I'll find the fucking. I have my phone laying here now. I can't fucking find it.
Gee, you're rattling the bunker. The fucking aliens and the CIA is find you. You're terrible at this
shit.
thing.
Oh no! Does anybody have any makeup? Like orange makeup? Does anybody have any makeup? And maybe a bandage for my ear. I can go out as a trumper.
Listen, no, I'm one of you, baby.
Maybe. No, this Pharmacon though, this dude is like so Chris Cornell, because there's 2 other guys that sound like Cornell. Ian Thornley of Big Wreck sounds very much like him, and also freaking Richie Kotzen sounds a lot like him too. They have that same sort of raspy high. You know, Richie Kotzen, the guitar player for Winery Dogs, and
Okay.
he's got a very Chris Cornell sounding voice, but not exactly. This guy on Pharmacon sounds exactly like Cornell, like unbelievable. It's very hot in my room, so I have to look like Fabi. Look at the 3 of us now. Look, okay. You know, somebody has to look good. No offense, John. Just saying.
Fair enough. That's fair.
But you're right, and of course I'm eating half my hair every freaking time I open my big
Fiber.
mouth.
It's good for you. You're old now.
Fiber.
Right.
But I'm like you. It's hard for me to listen to Cornell. That one hit me really, really hard.
Same.
Of all the dudes that have passed, and you know, like Weiland and all those guys. Well, Lane was pretty hard for me too, but Lane was a lot earlier, and I had young kids, so I couldn't kind of think about it much. But I do feel very fortunate that I got to see Lane once back in
I never did.
90, or 89, I guess it was. That was a weird show, man.
Ribs and
I have that T Purple Steve Morse look. I don't know about that. Steve Morse in good shape. I'm fucking dying a little bit each minute here, so
Dude, I gotta say that new Deep Purple, fucking good.
Yeah, good.
Good. The
Wow.
new guy's got fucking great licks, great riffs.
Does
And
Gillen scream anymore? He doesn't scream though, right? He can't scream, right?
well, all right, he tried. He tried on at least one track, and it was like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah. I mean, to be very fair, to be very honest, that guy back on like Child in Time was unfucking touchable back in like 72.
Dude, even that opening scream on Highway Star, like that was a register, like I think it was kind of still unheard at that point.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
And then when he left and Glenn Hughes and Coverdale came in, which is still probably my favorite album, Burn. I love that album.
I gotta get that one.
Dude, that is a fucking monster album, man.
Dude, Stormbringer, the song is honestly like
so
way
good
up there for me.
I got a box set and I found it on eBay, just trolling around for a while, and it's all the first 10 albums, I think, on CD, and I got it for, I don't know, $44, $50, something
Ain't
like
bad.
that.
Yeah,
And it's funny because they came in the little cardboard sleeves, but whereas this was Chinese, so it's probably a knockoff, of course, it's probably a bootleg. But what's cool about it is all of them come with the little CD bags, those little baggies. You ever see those? Yeah, like they come with the Japanese.
the Black Sabbath box sets that I've been getting. All the CDs have that little, like, we're just like vinyl sleeves.
Yeah,
They're not,
they're not, but it's cool. But favorite Scorpions, man, that's so hard.
It's Taken by Force. It really is. Spoiler alert if we ever rank them.
Yeah, I kind of flip flop a lot between Taken by Force being my kind of always overall number one, and then I really like In Trance a lot, and I love Blackout, man. Blackout's fucking, or not Blackout, yeah, Blackout, yeah. I love that album, man.
I mean, the hits on there are great. China White, though. China White's the song. That's my favorite song on that album.
And then you got, like, for example, like Animal Magnetism is killer except for two songs. Lady Starlight can lick my balls. I hate that song.
Yeah,
I hate that song. It's too long. It's way too long, man.
It's very wishy-washy AM radio, but like kind of heavy. I don't know.
And Make It Real is kind of very radio friendly, but it's got Falling in Love on it. It's fucking killer. The Zoo and fucking Animal Magnetism.
Oh, dude, the title track fucking whoops. Make love to me.
That might be their heaviest song ever.
Dude, one of the weirdest album covers. I mean, that's saying something though.
Well, and then the other really great track on there, a lot of people don't talk about, is let me pull it up here. I'm trying to remember Don't Make No Promise. Falling in Love. This isn't right. Hold on
here.
I think it's Hold Me Tight and Only a Man. Those are killer songs, man. But yeah, Animal Magnetism.
Only a Man's a damn good one. I like that.
Which one?
Only a Man. That's a good one.
Dude, that's a killer track, man. And a lot of great songs. I mean, the Scorpions were really on a roll until they got to Savage Amusement and the wheels fell off, and they just wanted to keep coming up with Wind of Change for every album.
I mean, that song was fucking stupid huge, though.
It was, but I can't stand it.
God, favorite Deceased album?
I don't know a lot of Deceased, sorry.
I don't either.
At this point, probably Fearless Undead Machines. Like, that's such a killer album. I don't know. I really dig that new track. That new track's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love the first Scorpions album, Lonesome Crow. It's so weird. It's krautrocky, but it's acid tinged, and
it's jazzy Black Sabbath.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck, man.
It is cool. I like it. Klaus's vocals are kind of all over the place.
Yeah, they are.
John Roth, as long as he doesn't sing.
Well, he didn't come on till the next album. He came on for Fly the Rainbow, which has some great tracks. But yeah, he's terrible, man. Didn't he do Robot Man? Was that him? Robot Man, right?
Oh, God, I forget.
Was it Robot Man?
Sometimes it doesn't matter what the song is, even if it's like, cool. If I hear Uli's voice, like, I'm
You're out. I don't blame you.
yeah. Shanger was stupid talented.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Least most looking forward to New Nile. Yeah, I'm looking for. I mean, all right. I like the new songs. They sound like Nile songs, and that's pretty much what I want.
Right.
Leprous, their new direction. I like it, but I kind of miss the heavier, more prog metal days.
I haven't heard any of the singles from Leprous.
New ones. I feel like they're kind of taking a bit of a page out of like Debbie's book in terms of being kind of more all over the place. Coma, Clusterwood, I'm not familiar with.
I'm not familiar with
one coming. Fuck.
Already?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot of those.
Well, Winter Sun, that's the one that's been promised for so long. I've been crowdfunded multiple times to the point.
Well, Winter Sun's that dude, Julie, or what's his name, or Yuli, or Jube or something. Yeah,
I forget his name, but yeah, he's been crowdfunding this album forever, and it's to the point where you could argue that he might be grifting some people.
Might be. Speaking of that, not grifting so much, but I just saw Monty Colvin from Galactic Cowboys.
Yeah,
they're trying to crowdfund X amount of dollars to record a new Galactic Cowboys.
Their last one wasn't bad
with the original band. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I like all their stuff. They're one of those bands
needs a remaster.
Yeah, it could be remastered. Well, I got it. I got that one that's remastered. That box set that they did for. I think it's not who's the gold label that does the gold labels.
The golden CDs. Metal Mind.
Is it Metal Mind?
Well, I don't know if Brutal Planet does that too.
I think it's Brutal Planet. That's the one I was thinking of. They did didn't they do the Nevermores?
Because I have the gold version of Dreaming Neon Black.
So do I. Yeah, and I mean,
Flotsam and Jetsam one too.
I think they did that set, but I could be wrong. But I in talking to Monty, they didn't get a dime from it. They licensed it from the original holders of that and put that. I think it was only 500 box sets they did, 500 I think. And it's like it's a thin line with all the CDs in redone art. That's like they're not digipacks, but they're like those real thin. They don't have a lot to them. But it's not bad for what I paid for the set of all of them. I got everything for. I still need the first two though, believe it or not. I had them and got rid of them. So, Space is the Place. Is that what it's called? No, some Ranch on Mars.
No, the last one was Long Way Back to the Moon.
Now, what was the first and second one? First one was just Galactic Cowboys.
Yeah, the second one was Space in Your Face. I love it. That was my first one I ever had.
It's a great album, man. And the first one's great too, man. That has some Killing Floor and
Killing Floor is awesome.
Yeah, I saw that about Satan. I'm gonna try to get that.
Dude,
I love fucking killer.
I love all the Satan stuff. They're like classic heavy metal Voivod in a way. Like they have this unique thing they kind of carved out a new album. Their harmonies, their guitar playing, was it Ross? Ross's vocals. Ross has still got a great range for his age. He's like 72, I think.
Yeah, I got to see Nevermore a couple times open for Opeth way back on the what was that? The Ghost Reveries tour. Kings of Oblivion. You know what? I've heard about that pre-Motorhead album, and I've never checked it out like an idiot.
I love Brutality's debut album. Their second album is awesome too. It's just
I don't really know them.
Great underrated Florida death metal band. Lots of groove, lots of killer riffs. We saw them in MDF 2019, and then they broke up immediately afterwards. If you look at their Metallum page, you will notice a theme of reformations and breakups that is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, dude, they constantly break up and constantly reform and then constantly hate each other.
There's a new Benediction coming?
I believe I heard something about that. That last benediction whooped so much
Yeah,
ass.
it did. And there's a new lick. I didn't know
Yep.
that either.
Yep, I already heard about that one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you would like. I mean, all right, you like Bloodbath, Jeff. You would like Lick.
Yes.
Yeah,
you would
the
very
lead
much.
guitarist in Bloodbath is the main guy behind Lick.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it Lik?
Yep. It's Swedish for corpse.
I know that name. Yeah, I've never checked them out, but I do know them.
Oh, what was
Talking about French bands. Somebody was talking about French bands. Satan's Jokers. I know that name, but I've never actually checked them out. I thought that was what Tangerine Dream called them. So anyway, never mind. Cosmic Jokers is what they.
If you're gonna look up a Lick song, "Female Fatal to the Flesh."
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, it has that same level of like self-aware, over the top, like gore metal.
Where are they from?
They're from Sweden. They are Stockholm.
Man, never. Lik or Lic?
Like They only have 3 albums.
Okay.
But they're all killer. Like if you just love HM2 death metal, like Dismember, Entombed, Bloodbath, etc., you're gonna like it. I think it's kind of that easy.
I'll tell you one I was checking out. Well, it was today, but it was yesterday now. Was that 2009 Funebrarum album? Funebrarum, you know that?
I think I have that one.
It's black, all black and white. I forget the name of it. Something Dan.
The Sleep of Morbid Dreams.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yes, it is, because I have it.
That's fucking dank.
Oh,
That's
dude,
dank, as the kids say.
Dude, Funebrarum is super fucking underrated.
I think apparently Tugas is in that band now. They're working on a new album. Phil Tugas from Worm is in Funeral.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, imagine that.
Let's see.
I mean, in a weird way, if you really think about it, though, Theolist has a little bit of that Funebrarum sort of swampy weirdness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, well, it's also kind of got that like apocalyptic incantation style of riffing. Like it is just fucking on it. It sounds sinister. It's fucking brutal. So I love that album. Yeah, I actually, well, believe it or not, we'll see it in the collection update. I got Cyanide's debut, and yeah, no, it does sound like they used a trash can lid for the snare.
I had never. Is that the Chicago band?
Yep.
Yeah, I know them just from Ken talking about them years ago. But do you ever go over on Ken's channel? I haven't been over there in like 2 years. You ever go
I
over
haven't been
there?
over there in a while, honestly.
I don't know what he's doing.
If they're active right now, they'll be broken up by like a week from now. Like seriously, they break up all the time. I love Brutality, but they can't keep it together.
You know, Nate, you bring up a good point there because it was sounding like, and I could hit Dan up. In fact, I probably should. About Martyr, and there was the real possibility that not only were they going to do more shows like they did in November, but that they might do an album. But that may change a little bit now with, the Forbidden thing going on. And my sources say that could be a permanent type of move, depending on how these shows go coming up. It does not sound like Steve's going to be back anytime soon. It wasn't an ugly thing, but there was some issues going on that were going to affect the travel availability of the band and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a new Martyr album either, man. I love it.
Just reissue those fucking old ones.
Yeah,
those things are hard to find.
Yeah, Surgical Steel's fucking killer, dude. What's the recent one that just came out?
I mean, well, I would throw in Benediction's last album. That's in there because I thought that was like one of the best albums they'd put out since Transcend the Rubicon. Possessed.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that last album was killer. Traced in Air.
Yeah.
Traced in Air was a comeback album.
That's true because they had broken up, right?
Yeah.
Man, that is a good one there. Trying to think. Do you count something like Heaven and Hell?
I mean,
because they
I suppose you could.
I'm trying to think, man. Firepower was pretty good,
Yeah.
but had they
Honestly,
really
yeah.
gone away? Had they gone away though?
I mean, not really, but all right, they were coming off of some not as good releases.
Right.
I mean, Firepower was like that was the first time I was like, yeah, this is almost like on fucking Painkiller.
How about Formation of Damnation?
Yeah, but then again, like
Where
I'll
they
be
go?
honest, the one before it, fuck, why can't The Gathering? I don't think
Gathering. Oh yeah, Gathering would be.
I don't think it's a bad album at all.
Yeah, I don't. The only two I don't know of them is the two in between there. The what's it called?
Demonic and The Gathering.
No, the one before Demonic.
Oh, the one, yeah. Low.
Low. Yeah, I don't
Low's a
know.
good album.
Is that the one with James Murphy?
Yep. James Murphy's also on The Gathering too.
Was he?
Ooh, there's one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monotheist.
Monotheist.
That might be my favorite one right there. You might have nailed it. Yeah.
That's my favorite Celtic Frost album. That album is punishing.
It is.
How heavy it is.
And they're actually doing new Triptychon. Hannes just said they're in the process of writing and recording, so that's kind of cool. Those guys were really cool. Speaking of, who did we just talk about a minute ago? Fuck.
You hit the wrong button, Jeff.
I don't know. I gotta pretty soon click off of here too.
It's getting late. Yeah, we gotta let them back in here.
Yeah, you probably want to jet, but I don't know what the hell I keep doing. I keep trying to click on one of the comments, and
you're doing things wrong. Is what you're doing.
Clearly.
Everyone's disappointed in you right now.
Yep, look at that. Comment every
done, Jeff.
There will be a new Opeth album coming. I'm 99% sure that's coming very soon, I think.
They gotta release some singles here just to remind us that that's happening.
I would think September or late August. And I'm hoping I'm still able to do it, but I'm hoping to get Michael on.
Do it.
Which I think is very, very doable. Oh, I know what I was going to say. James Murphy. Working on something with him right now. I think we'll be having him on fairly soon.
We had a comment from someone because our first retro review was Disincarnate, and someone said that they were actually kind of functional again, like they might actually try to do a follow-up.
We'll ask him.
Maybe they're doing something. Yeah,
that dude. I mean, good luck matching that album, because that album is fucking amazing.
And if you get Michael on the show, please let us come on the show too.
Sure.
All
hey,
over
Mike,
the show.
Hey, Mike, just want to let you know I'm inviting in like 14 people. They won't say anything, but they want to watch.
Right,
we'll just stare at you.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's him. Look, it's him.
Hey, see that dude? Remember
Have
that
you
dude?
ever met him? Have either of you met him?
No.
I've met him.
Yeah, he's a very cool guy.
Oh,
Man.
super cool. We talked,
actually,
when I met him, we talked about our favorite Scorpions albums.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Did you do that?
I saw him in Akron at the Goodyear Amphitheater. It was a meet and greet that my brother-in-law.
Oh right, that's
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was on the Sorceress tour, and we were up super close to stage. Like you've met John. He was able to reach over and get a shot of Frederick's fucking rig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's my brother-in-law.
I would love to get Freddie on, and if
super nice dude too.
If I reconnected with him, what's that?
Super nice dude too. I got to talk to
all those guys in the band. I mean, I don't know about the new drummer. I'm sure he'll be a nice guy, but
I talked to Axelrod too.
Axe was cool as fuck. He had a little bit of a stuttering issue, so he wouldn't always be super vocal out in front of a lot of people, but really nice guy. Pear was fucking super fucking cool. Pear Weber. Mm-hmm. I don't think I haven't met.
I met that was the keyboardist I met was the new guy, and he was awesome. In fact,
when did he join?
He joined. He actually did the keyboard intro on Heritage, but Pear did the rest of it. So when because I brought my copy of Heritage to get signed, and I was like, I'm sorry, like, because I don't know if you're on here. It's like, oh no, it's cool. I did the intro parts on the start, so I am on here. Just been away.
Let me see something here. I'm looking to see who was the keyboardist on Pale Communion. Yeah, so Solver. You're right. It was the album before that. When was that? What year did this come out? Was this 2014? Man, I guess I saw this guy at the show up in New York in 2016, but I didn't think I'd seen him before or met him.
He's awesome. He's a solid keyboard player. Plus, he also does a great job harmonizing with Michael, especially.
Yeah.
And the last time, well, not the last time, the second to last time I saw Opeth, right before the fucking plague hit us.
Yes.
Michael was actually sick, which is kind of telling.
Right.
But he's like, I'm not going to be able to hit a lot of the high notes. But Frederick fucking stepped in.
Yeah.
Freddie can sing.
He can sing really well.
Yep.
Really? Wow.
That was a good show.
That was a great show.
That was
Dude,
a really
Graveyard was
good
a
show.
great fucking opener, too.
Are
Like,
you guys going or you're not sure?
I'm not sure. I mean,
Where? Opeth?
Opeth,
Where are they playing
Maybe.
at?
they're playing at the Agora in Cleveland.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
a good
know.
venue.
I don't
Is that a
know.
big place? Pretty big place?
Oh, it's pretty good size. Like, dude, they hold, like, God, the last time I was there was for Meshuggah, and that place was pretty fucking packed. Like, you know, big theater, balcony, tiered seating, big open floor. It's a good size venue.
And that's in Cleveland?
Yep.
Cleveland, yep.
I've
So how
been
far
there
is the
many
drive
times.
out for you guys?
Hour and a half.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well,
We were just
hour and a
in
half the way I drive.
The way
Yeah.
you drive, the illegal way, doing 90.
It's totally illegal. Shut up.
We got there in like an hour. When we went
What?
up there for Frozen, when we went up there for Frozen Soul, we got there in like an hour.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we
I
left-
I strapped on my helicopter jet sack and I
Must have hit some sort of like time space continuum anomaly or something.
think it was. Was Fox Mulder riding with you?
Totally. Yeah, that's my co-pilot. They were operating the flux capacitor. What's this do this? You know, it's all very technical. I'm not going to get into it, but I wasn't speeding.
no.
Yeah, it's all very technical. It's called doing 112 miles an
I
hour.
was going like night. No, I wasn't.
All right, here's a question for you before we wrap up.
All right.
I got a pretty cool story. I'll try to make it very quick. What's the fastest you've ever gone? That you know of.
All right. As far as what my speedometer was registering,
Right.
it was on 475, and I hit 135 in my old Honda Accord.
Okay.
Flying.
When I had my rental car last year.
Oh yeah.
So I used to drive a 2009 HHR, Chevy HHR, right?
Yeah.
And I hit a deer, and so I totaled that car. And when I got my rental car from the insurance company, they gave me a brand new. I mean, we're talking like fresh off the lot. Had 6 miles on it when I drove it out of the parking lot. They gave me a brand new Dodge Charger,
Oh
and
boy.
it was fully loaded.
Oh.
And that's the nicest car I've ever been in ever. And that thing was fast as fuck. And I was on the turnpike, and I decided I was going to open it up and see what I could get away with. And I hit 130 before I was like, I got to slow down. Fuck this. But I hit 130, and I hit 130 very easily in that car.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
I had an Acura with a 302 in it, and it was the sport model with literally no back seat and I forget what the hell was all on that thing, but had that posi steering, that like all wheel sort of stuff. So I got this car, and like right away, the first thing I went out to do was to get groceries with my kids. And I remember my daughter and at the time my son back in the back seat back there, and I had them like grocery bags laying all over them. I just had nowhere to put anything. When I bought like a full load of groceries, it filled up the fucking car. So long story short, I was already thinking I should get rid of this car, but what solidified it, I should sell it back and get something more, more acceptable. and I ended up getting a Camry. But long story short, I got out on the highway, and some dude in a BMW came up on me while I was already doing like 85. And so, of course, I was all full piss of vinegar, like, you fucking asshole. So I hit the gas, took off, and next thing you know, I'm seeing 100, 105. He's still on me. I speed up a little further. He's still on me. I ended up doing 138 getting off the off ramp. And, dude, I had a lot of pedal left. I felt like I was scared. I was legitimately like, if I roll this thing, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Or if I hit the wrong, a deer runs out in front of me, I'm gone. And yeah, so that's scary speed, man. That is.
My brother-in-law John, he has a Challenger, and
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's one of those souped-up ones, a special edition.
He's got the Hellcat.
Yeah, he's got the Hellcat.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hellcat.
What is like the 475-inch and blocker? I forget
like that.
Oh, it is a terrifying amount of power. I've ridden it a couple of times, and he's goosed it, and like, dude, just like instantly, you are back in the seat. Like, oh my god! There's a video of my buddy Shua's nephew.
That's such a great video.
Yeah, he's right in the back seat, and he's like, "This is awesome." And then John just goes, "All right, ready? What?" He goes, like
and like you can see his face, like
it distorts because it's got so much torque. Like, dude, that thing will take off.
So my stepdad, who when he sold his company, and I'll end on this. He was, he owned a company for quite a while and sold an engineering firm, and he got a couple million out of the deal. And he went, and the first thing he did to treat himself, because this guy worked his ass off to build that company, he went out and bought a 355 Spider Ferrari. And I said, hey, he let everybody but me drive that car. I was not allowed to drive that car. And it's funny because I'm not exactly sure why, but he just did not let me drive that car. But man, we went out. He only took it up to like 90, 95, but it was in like second gear. I mean, it was just maybe not second, maybe third.
That's too much. That's too much power. Like, I mean, like, dude, when John got the fucking Hellcat, I was like, man, that is a beautiful coffin you have purchased.
Yeah, what do you pay for that thing, man?
Oh, he even says, like, dude, it scares me the amount of power that it has. Like, I feel
new?
like
Was it new?
He got it used, but with like, God, it barely had any fucking miles on it.
Wow.
And yeah, that's a summer car, and like all winter long, it stays put away because. Yeah, no, I mean, you live in Pennsylvania, winters in Ohio suck too.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. Ooh.
So, yeah.
All right, kids. Well, I'll let you go. I know you want to probably wrap it up. It is after
3:15 in the morning.
Good to hang out with everybody. Troy.
Good hanging out, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Sorry we didn't get to every comment. Actually, yeah, good morning is pretty accurate.
Good morning.
If you're going back and you watch this early on, we reference some video stuff. You can't see it anymore, but it was some troubling video with Trey anecdotes that he had on his personal YouTube page today, with talking about the S word and dying, and it was pretty weird, dude. It was pretty sad. So if you're wondering what that was all about, that was that. Yeah. Hopefully,
pay attention to the metal rags.
Hopefully some of his friends got to it.
I'm sure you'll see something. I'm sure that'll make headlines.
I'd be shocked if it didn't, but all right, later, guys.
All right,
later, everybody.
Later, everyone.
Thank you. Later, Jeff.
All right.
Hold on. We're ending.
We are ending.
We're ending.
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 Maybe.